We're live! Hello, welcome back. More friends action again. Today, the goal is to get towards, closer towards ending this campaign. The goal, world dominance. I want to capture the entire map, basically, or at least get to the point where it's painfully obvious that that will happen. And so far, we're getting close, though we still have many trials and tribulations along the way. We got Vlad towards the east, in the mountains, spam recruiting armies of Graveguard, Terrorgeists, and zombies. We have Gorst further east, in the Darklands, going ham. We have Belagar on his last legs, recruiting off of his last 8 settlements, including Beragvar, which I plan to snipe out today. And we also have Tretch. We have Tretch, who has actually taken over the vast majority of Queek, and has been sort of sending incursions into my land in the south. You'll also notice I have the Sword of Cain, as expected on France, and towards the west, of course, Grombrindle. Yeah, a full empire. A full empire. How strange. How strange. So you might have noticed my money has gone down since the last stream. I just did a little bit of settlement building. Just a little bit of expenditures on the settlement buildings. Nothing too crazy actually went down though. And the plan is to hopefully kill off Belagar today. Hopefully kill off Vlad. Maybe even kill off Slaanesh. And then I think after we finish conquering this area, I'm probably going to expand this way. And not this way. Past Lustria. Looping around across the world. And landing in Cathay. Something tells me Cathay is actually a great area to assault, as we basically don't have any enemies. You know, if we settled Lustria, we'd be getting attacked from the north, from Grombrindle, and from the west here, right? If we settled the Southlands, it'd be similar. We'd be getting attacked from all angles, and the Skaven. But if I just secure my borders here, and then send like 2 armies over to Cathay, what we could possibly do is just take over this territory, right? And just sort of use the edge of the map to continuously, you know, make it where my my overall battlefront doesn't really expand. And along the way, right, we just continue to get income from this area, spam more armies, and it should be a fairly easy conquering. It'll also lessen the pressure on Snickich, who comes over from the east from time to time. So pretty excited for that. Hadcam, hello. Happy War Wagon Wednesday. Oh man. Yeah, we're probably gonna be getting a lot of war wagons today, aren't we? It's gonna be pretty hype. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Starting off though, we have a couple battles. And oh yeah, I forgot. I'm also I remember, I'm also casting a tournament today. So we won't be going for another 10-hour stream, sadly. We won't be going for yet another 10-hour stream. But yeah, should be pretty exciting. Let's see, what are we doing here? What I think I would like to do is probably just pick up these guys. Get myself a solid enough Doom stack going. And then let's see. We still need to fight Vlad. That's the problem. I guess the Skaven aren't really a big threat here. It's mostly Skaven slaves, so if just like park outside of Drakenhof, he should be fine. Oh man. Let me get some water 1 second. Are the War Wagons performing well? War Wagon's actually performing quite well. Surprisingly well, actually. How many settlements are left for Vlad? Just these 3. Vlad is down to his last 3 settlements now. Enticity, do you still play D&D ever? Well, I'm playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay with Lore Master of Sotek. So basically Warhammer themed D&D. So I would say yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Though that is the only D&D that I play. Okay, there we go. There's another Snickich army. Snickich is unending, I swear. What is the win con? What is the win con actually? The win con is actually to conquer the world. I don't know. I don't know why you need to say actually there. What is this? What is this lack of faith? I feel.
Awaiting orders.
But yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. As it turns out, having the literal lore master of Warhammer DM for you is a pretty good time.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot for Franz's army. For Franz's army, what I'm thinking is we're probably just gonna do a little bit of a swapperoo.
Summon the Elector Counts.
So we're gonna fight the vampire counts first, right? With what we have here. Probably get a bunch of heroes in Franz's army,
Yes, General.
and then figure out what in the world I'm gonna do about
As is my right,
these guys. So I would like to eventually sub in a bunch of Reichsguard for Franz.
No.
And with the Reichsguard, life should be pretty chill. Because we'll have like a full Franz Doom stack with a bunch of heroes again. And then we can just sort of use that to finish off Vlad. Hey, Chase Groggy, hello. Do you guys stream that game? Yeah, I think it's streamed on Sotek's channel. I'm pretty sure it's it should be somewhere on Sotek's channel. Alright. Alrighty. So I think we probably want the warrior priest in Franz's army, right? Let's just grab all these heroes and just slam them in. And then we can figure out how to transfer the guys properly later. Definitely want the Thane in there. Thane warrior priest combo.
The nation calls.
Nice. Alright, here we go. Let's see it. Oh, what the? Is he barely out of range? I think he's barely out of range. Okay, there we go. Nice. Definitely want to send all of the Reichsguard to Franz's army. I think he probably does want to keep some of his grenade launchers. Yeah, 90,000 cash and positive income. It's insane. Hey, Student Glass, hello. Marshall, hello. Happy to have you guys on the Twitch chat. Let's see. I guess this works okay. This is pretty decent. Then we have a good amount of Reichsguard. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Now, Franz is basically a one-man army. So I'm pretty fine just keeping Franz there. Keeping Franz there, leaving him to beat up the vampire counts. He probably won't need a second army considering how few counts there are left. So I think we're basically good in the mountains, though I was overconfident before. I guess maybe I do have to be a little bit more careful. Hey, good evening, Setra. Hello. I gotta say, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited for today. Along with the tournament and being able to see how the multiplayer meta is going to shape up over the next while. There's a lot to look forward to. Let's see here, and then 2 gunners. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the multiplayer games today. I'm hoping that the tournament goes pretty smoothly. Anyone having issues at around 150 to turn 170? Crashing on basically every turn. Weird. Have you tried verifying your game files? Have you tried turning it on and off again? As silly as that might sound, your basic sort of IT strats actually work pretty consistently. I used to have a pretty common crash problem when I would go to the ancillaries, but as soon as I verified the game files, it seriously just went away. So. You know, if you haven't tried it yet, something to look into.
What?
If you tried burning it to the ground and getting a new computer, also a good strat. Also a great strat. Perfect for viruses and spiders alike.
For Heldenhammer!
I see. I don't think I win that battle, or do I?
Raise Sigma.
Some huntsmen and some wagons against trolls. I think I'd rather just hold up at this garrison. I'd rather just hold up at this garrison and deal with the problem later. And yes, I will get Luminarchs. I want to know if they have auto-resolve power at all in the slightest. If not, that's fine. The army would die, will die very quickly, so that's not really a huge issue for me. And then over here, man, no more chaos. More chaos. They, I guess, with all my armies busy with Vlad, I really am letting the chaos incursions get to me. Yeah, Luminarchs. And to see what did I miss? Since when is the income positive? Yeah, everyone keeps bringing up the positive income. It's so rare that when it finally happens, everyone's just freaking out, flipping tables. Yeah, I'm busy trying to. I gotta recruit a few more guys. We recently got a whack load of money. All right, this is a new affair. I basically had. Wow, that is insane. Bellicor's defeat trait is like, yeah, what if you just got everything? That's insane. But yeah, the positive income situation is being dealt with. I just gotta, you know, I just gotta recruit some guys. It's gotta recruit me some guys, and then we should be good to go. Gotta say these dwarves are pretty scary, but oh yeah, we do have this. Man, we have like so many fronts going on right now, but we're winning like, oh dang, maybe we're not. That's not a great victory. What is this? Interesting. I think we can play this and probably do better than losing everyone. This is the true test of this army now, though. Emperor Franz out here solving inflation. The power of I don't know. I don't know what he's doing to the undead. How is he making so much money off of the undead? How's he making so much money off of weaving houses? One must wonder what goes on in the economy of Franz's empire. But yeah, we recently basically what happened was we got like 5 good auto resolves in a row against the AI, and I basically ended up with like plus 50,000 gold in one turn. So I went from basically having no money to recruit armies to all the money in the world. And at the moment we're trying to spend that fast enough to actually we're trying to spend that fast enough now to actually get back to the negatives. And yes, I do want to get back to the negatives because we want enough armies to actually defend all of our fronts. The negative income strat is actually fairly important for me, because it means that we're actually, you know, we're maximizing the number of armies we can field. Just mixes it into the hedge wizard paste. Doesn't that degrade the hedge wizard value though? 200 turns in and couldn't even beat vampire counts. Is this an RP playthrough or something? Is this an RP playthrough? Marshall, is this an RP playthrough? Here's the rules. Here's the rules, my dude. You know, I guess I shouldn't be insulted. I shouldn't be insulted. I should be happy that the run is going well enough for people to consider it a roleplay playthrough instead of a challenge campaign. I'm just flabbergasted though. I'm just absolutely flabbergasted that someone would go that far. RP playthrough. I've never. That's a new one. That's a new one. Oh my gosh. Just like I don't even know how to process that. It's just, oh my jeez. Yeah, Kappa. Alright. You gotta have the Kappa early on, otherwise I'm just freaking out, man. Alright, nice. So, here's the play, right? I think if I get my Hellblaster volley guns firing into these guys, we should be good. It should distract most of them from actually, you know, murdering my Outriders, which will be quite nice. And then from there it should be pretty smooth sailing. Look at that, the general's down. Fun fact, war wagons are really good at sniping generals. I would highly recommend using them for that wherever you can. And then, well, just a couple artillery pieces, some organ guns. Oh yeah, it was mostly organ guns. So, organ guns are sort of scary. They're like sort of scary, but they're not the worst things in the world because they don't have the range to snipe out my artillery. So, should be pretty good there. Here we go. Dwellers action on these guys. And then I think Demogryph Knights to collapse in on their artillery. And then my own artillery and grenade launchers to clear up their infantry. And then like the 2 war wagons to kill off Belagar, I guess. Just 2 war wagons to kill off Belagar. It's a little bit janky, I know, but it will be, I think it will be barely enough here. Actually did an RP playthrough recently. Nice. Ultimate Crisis turned 50. Sick. You gotta get to 8 peaks fast. Yo, you gotta try out the 8 peaks 7-turn challenge. The 7-turn 8 peak challenge is pretty great. You actually get to it actually is fairly reasonable to get it quite fast. Although, you know, if you had the endgame crises set to turn 8, if you like the moment you get 8 peaks, you're just suddenly overwhelmed by a million armies. You know, I feel like that'd be pretty. I do feel like I want to do this challenge one as the Dowie at some point. I feel like the Dowie are actually Dowie. It'd make for some good fun because you get so many. You would get so many of so many grudges, right, from all the random battles that you're doing. I feel like there's a lot of fun to be had. Then it's all about just like clearing up all those grudges at the same time as you finally sort of start to conquer territory. But like the thing is, right, as the grudges get worse, it's like you get even more. You get even more. What's it? Like you get more slayers. You get like the oath gold and stuff. So like the dwarves have a good system to sort of pull back from the depths. Enticity, you need help with your addiction? I probably do. But here's the thing, right? I could seek help, or I could just finish this campaign. You know? Like, why seek help when you can just straight up, when you can just win? I feel like that's just such a more effective way of handling things. Because, like, you know, we're already on our way to the victory, right? Already basically on our way to the victory, so I feel like, you know, I don't really gotta worry about it too much. I'll just feed the addiction, it's fine. By the way, this battle's pretty fun. I've been having a great time with this battle. Just like, you know, getting the AoE on the dwarves, the Hellblaster volley guns, just annihilating them over here. And fairly minimal losses too. I'm actually really liking this army versus the Dowie. I feel like this is probably the build that I want to start using against them. Because the thing is, right, the problem with the artillery is that while they do a lot of damage, they generally they don't have enough DPS to clear out massive amounts of infantry. I think the grenade launcher mixing in turns that artillery playstyle from like sort of cheesy to actually like a proper playstyle that can deal with much greater foes. Empire's life, not an addiction. It's a lifestyle choice. I like that. Oh man. Well, you know, given that this is sort of my job, it is actually a lifestyle. Yeah, why stop drugs when you can get high? Pro strats. I come in and immediately hear another dose of copium being huffed. Alright, calm down, chat, alright? It's not copium if you're in the lead. Alright? It's not copium if you're doing great. Okay, nice. Success. Great success. I can deal with one dead grenade launcher because we can just global recruit another one. Hey, King KG, hello, welcome back. You missed a little bit. You missed a little bit since the last stream, but not too much. Not too much. We're just continuing our push against Vlad. When did you leave? Did you leave when France lost his Sword of Cain, or did he have it when you left? Because there was a lot of transferring that went on with France and the Sword of Cain. There was a lot going on. Okay, nice. So I think this is going well. And you know what? I feel like against the Dowie, right? This area has cavalry and grenade launcher options already, and it has artillery. We could probably make the same stack over here.
Yes.
You know what? That's what I think we're gonna do. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna recruit here and make a very similar stack. So like triple war wagon, right? Maybe like some cannons instead. And then like some grenade launcher action, right? Heavy grenade launcher action. And then what else was in here? And then cavalry, grenade launcher, artillery. Yeah, and then we need cavalry. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. I think it's a build. I believe it's a build, chat. Be like one more artillery piece after that. Wait a minute. Did you pick it back up? Did I pick what back up? I've been playing this France campaign for like months now. I don't know. I don't know if we ever dropped it. Is the problem here?
I will not balk. I live to serve the Empire.
I had you on my TV at the end. No worries. Nice. Bellegar, you know, the book is gonna be gone in a second. Well, I guess Grombrindle though. I guess Grombrindle is the ultimate book. Yeah, Grombrindle will continue to keep those grudges until the end of time. So, like basically until this campaign ends, I think the book, we will be in the book. So there is that to sort of worry about. Because I don't plan on killing Grombrindle anytime soon either. I'm probably just gonna have to let him be. Let him just trounce around and sort of at the edges of my empire for a while. Because I don't really see an easy way of ditching the guy. Because like Nagaron is just so hard to conquer. I honestly feel like Cathay is 100% the way to go. Like if we're if not invading Cathay, there's like where else are we gonna go? Everywhere else is just surrounded by enemies. You know, I really hope I can get the Cathay invasion going today, but I'm guessing we might not even kill Vlad today. So, you know, I'll keep an eye on it, but like, I only have so many hours to stream before the tournament. But that's the plan. That's sort of the long-term plan. I'm gonna invade the donut, Thunderdome. I think I'm not gonna invade the donut. Cathay basically has all flanks secured because the AI doesn't know how to use the seaway travel. So it should be a home run. Fun fact though, Lokir, apparently the Blessed Dread, Lokir Felheart, actually lives. I don't know how. Don't invade the donut. I'm currently doing it. They are worse than Skaven. Who is this they? The High Elves? Because the High Elves are basically dead. They're not that. They're basically out of the picture right now. But yeah. Lokir Felheart lives, so I might have to take him out and fight like a million Black Arcs after I do the Seaway travel. But outside of that, if I can actually make a proper landing and spam some armies there, I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, that's pretty good auto resolve. I'll take it. I think the other Chaos Army might attack me, though. There's also something to be said about... Oh, hey, Sentinels are dead. Okay. That is one endgame crisis out of the picture. Finally. Alright, that's a big W. That's a pretty massive W, actually. Man, we were so close to getting Grom Peak. I guess we'll get it, like, you know, we'll get it soon enough. I'm just sort of sad that we didn't get it immediately. Okay, this is one of those jank armies again from the Skaven. For whatever reason, Skaven have a very high propensity towards warp grinder sacks in the late game. Every game I play, Lokir always takes over Cathay. Weird. This time it's a Skaven wasteland because of the endgame crisis. So he doesn't have Cathay, but he's still alive. Sort of goes to show his gusto. He's a tanky fellow. Okay, so here's the play for this battle, right? Take out the weapon teams, and then after that, it should be pretty smooth sailing. Like, I think just a big snipe on the weapon teams, and then just have it where it's only warp grinders left, means that my I think that means that my war wagons can probably crush it. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. First things first, though. We gotta take these guys out. Because if they do live, then they can probably just shoot all my war wagons to death. Wagon Outrider stack, spicy. Yeah, Wagon Outrider with a little bit of cavalry, I find, is actually one of the better Doom stacks that we've stumbled across. It's really weird, but like basically what it is like you're going for a kite build. It's like a really janky kite build is how I would describe it. So you have like a bunch of mobile tools and a whack load of ammunition and a lot of DPS. So like it has like a little bit of everything. Like war wagons alone suffer from running out of ammo against infantry. Outriders suffer against cavalry. Artillery suffers from getting rushed and not having enough DPS. So like just like mixing all of that into a single pot seems to be the strat. And so far it seems basically indestructible. I've had no issues with the build before. The only problems I run into is when I don't have enough. Like you know, if the build isn't complete, right? Like if the ratio is sort of mixed wrong. But otherwise, it actually feels like one of the stronger Doom stacks in the game. You know, like you saw that battle against the dwarves, right? Technically, like a mass artillery style could work better if the AI doesn't dodge a ton. But the AI dodges a ton, so that's out of the picture. Alright, nice. Can I get these rattling gunners to just... There we go, skirmish mode away from me. Nice. Breaking news. Enticity discovers balanced armies but fast. Yeah, because the funny thing is that balanced armies are terrible versus the dwarves. Like balanced infantry armies. So like if I went for just like a balanced, you know, halberd handgunner stack against the Dowie, that'd probably get annihilated. In fact, it'd probably get annihilated by like most 20 stacks. It wouldn't do that great against the vampire counts either. Like it'd do okay against the vampire counts. It might do like okay against some Skaven builds. But like it runs the risk of getting shot up. That's actually the problem. Range builds become our biggest threat if we go for that sort of mixed playstyle with infantry. So by going for mobility, I protect myself against that. Is changing the AI dodging impactful? Haven't booted up Warhammer 3 yet. Well, like on Legendary, I think it's basically the same. I'm pretty sure on Legendary it's unchanged. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's only activatable from like as part of the difficulty that you're playing on, like battle difficulty. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm terribly wrong though. But yeah, since we play on Legendary, I don't think it makes a big difference. They shoot single entities, but they dodge just as much on very hard difficulties. Well, like they always shot single entities before too. Hey, Andrew Cadwell, hello. You haven't missed anything, man. Things are going great. Unless, I don't know, when was the last time you were watching? Prefer the improved AI on higher difficulties than them getting buffs? Yeah? Well, like, did they remove the buffs? Did they remove the legendary difficulty buffs? Let's see here. I don't think they removed any of that. Not that I could tell. I looked at the patch notes yesterday, so I don't think I saw anything on that. Overall, I prefer the AI. You know, I think legendary difficulty. Because the thing is, the AI isn't the smartest all the time. They're not always the smartest AI. So, like, I feel like I don't mind if they get a few buffs for combat. But But like it depends on how their AI performs in battle, right? Are they flanking more or are they just dodging like crazy? Like I think optimally, right? You know, honestly, AI making smarter armies and then just being I think like, you know, smartness on the battlefield. So not micro, right? I think the AI shouldn't be able to micro very hard. Like the best case scenario, I think, is like, you know, if they actually employ proper military tactics against you. Right now, the AI has no military savvy at all. They don't even like, it's not even like hard coded or anything because they made it like a generalist AI by the looks of it. So like it has just no military savvy, you know. AI has not looked at a single battle ever. Sometimes they put their range in front of their melee. Sometimes they're, you know, they're just like, they're constantly rotating the army instead of engaging. It's like, yeah, but the thing is, that's sort of the hardest AI to write. So, yeah. And then like the compositions could be worked on, but it's not like this is obvious stuff, you know. If you went to someone at CA, if you went to some manager at CA and told them this, I don't think they'd be like, wow, I never considered that before. You know, they might say that sarcastically. But in terms of easy solutions, I feel like I like it when the AI has more campaign cheats and fewer in-battle cheats. I like it when their armies are larger, but their units perform as I would expect them to perform. I think they used to not shoot at single SEOs? SEOs? What's an SEO? Single entity objects? Unless they were large? Oh, so like what, you're saying they shoot at foot characters now? Oh, right. I guess that would be an interesting difference. I don't think that's a massive difference, but that'll certainly have a bit of an effect. There we go. SEM, single entity. Oh, well, like SEMs is monsters. So, like before the AI would shoot at monsters, now I feel like now I guess they're shooting at everything, according to what you're saying. Let's see. So we have Skaven and Vampire counts here. I believe the goal. We have 220 stacks, right? Okay. Test of fate, right? Test of fate. If we go here, if I can auto-resolve these guys, then it means that this army can head north. If they can't, he probably needs to head south. Sick. They wouldn't shoot at a foot lord. Now they shoot at stuff. Okay, so now they do shoot at your foot lord. I feel like that's overall. I feel like honestly, the AI shooting at your lord is I think that's just a benefit. I think that's just a straight bonus. If you can dodge. I think if you have the APM to dodge with your lord, because here's the thing about multiplayer. In multiplayer, you would end up with a similar situation where like, you know, early on in your multiplayer career, you might find yourself shooting at lords a lot and to try and snipe them. But at the highest tournament level, it's typically people don't try to shoot at lords. So what the AI is doing is it's pub stomping. The AI is just straight up pub stomping now, which I feel like I don't know. I feel like it should have like a mix, you know, like it depends on if it has a detection method to tell if you're dodging, and that it should stop shooting. I don't know if they actually implemented that or not. Yeah, and then everyone knows about Legend just, you know, running circles around the AI and wasting ammo. There's definitely that too. So we have Slanesh here. Nakari we can probably kill off with like a 20 stack soon. But it might even be worth it to just leave Nakari there to fight the dwarves for a bit.
The wild makes warriors.
Let's see what we're doing here.
I will marshal the men.
Guess we have some Grombrindle armies that need a killer.
Right.
And then yeah, some more Grombrindle armies. Here we go. Fingers crossed Barrack Var is an easy fight. Yeah, Valiant. What, the skeleton? Random skeleton archer. Pretty hype. Not too much artillery though, except for the reinforcements. If I can pick off the reinforcements early, it should be an easy battle. Trace is still alive. I think they got revived. They got revived. It was a rebellion because I took over some settlements on the donut. And then they got rezzed. What are the conditions in this campaign again? The conditions are to... The conditions... Oh, dang, they're both coming from here? Alright, well, that's a little bit awkward. The conditions are to get world dominance. I want to win this campaign or get to the point where it's abundantly clear that we are gonna get the W. And for some of you, you might say that it's already abundantly clear, but like, I mean like abundantly clear. Like, I mean like there are no more issues outside of time holding me back from getting map dominance. You know, if there is a single barrier to victory, then I don't really consider this the campaign done. You like pineapple on pizza? Nice. I don't think he reads Twitch chat much, which is understandable. That means you can say anything you want. But I like pineapple on pizza. The thing is, yeah, that's just... you say that if you want to start a fight with YouTube chat. Yeah, what's it? The Twitch chat is... The thing is, so I have a thing. I technically have a thing that shows both chats, but it's super buggy. And it always seems to... It seems to, like, not always show all of the messages. So, like, before I would look at that, and then I would see both chats. But because it's sort of buggy, it's like, oh, I can't... You know, I can't really focus on... Can't really focus on the chats. Like, you know, if I'm looking at that, like, I'm just constantly missing messages on YouTube chat because it's not calculating it. You monster. But yeah, so like until I can get a good program that shows both chats and also keeps track of members and such, it's like I can't really look at both. But I do my best to look at Twitch chat and to keep up with it. But the thing is, YouTube chat too. YouTube chat's usually like blitzing it, man. YouTube chat's so fast that I'm like barely keeping up with that. Also, this was disgusting. Oh, it's because this army didn't show up yet. I see. That's why we didn't get super flooded with units. Okay. And here I thought the battle was already over. It's just begun. Oh, if I can keep them blobbed up here, though, it shouldn't be too bad. Grenade launchers can probably advance a bit since the AI is sort of blobbing on my heroes. Increase that surface area a little. If you want controversial topics, what's this? Jeez, John. So I'm just gonna delete that. I'm just gonna delete that message. It's just like I don't think that's even I don't even think that's like it's not. It's just like that's just there to it's just there to be uncomfortable. Like, if I actually wanted controversial topics, like legit controversial topics, I could just, you know, I can bring up a multitude of things that are just not great to talk about on stream. That's just like, that's easy, man. There's like a multitude of things. Doesn't mean that you have to bring it up. How many viewers do I have on YouTube? We're sitting at like 200 right now. Usually, you know, it bounces. I average nowadays between like 200 to I average like 200 to like 300 people on YouTube. On Twitch, it usually averages like 50 to 100. But because I can't really, you know, because I don't interact with Twitch as much, the number of viewers doesn't scale with the number of chatters. Twitch chat is much like, you know, Twitch chat tends to be much slower than YouTube chat per capita. Whatever you do, don't bring up Luminarchs. Yo, I legit am recruiting Luminarchs right now just because it's the only thing I can get out of a specific building chain. Well, we're gonna see how well that actually does in the long run. I love Luminarchs. How can you love Luminarchs? Legit question, alright? Legit question. How do you love Luminarchs because they're bad? That's the only way I could see that working. Because, like, the Luminarchs don't even do what you want them to. I don't understand it. Yes, that's true. I harbor no love for Luminarchs. This should not be a surprise, though. Also, nice army losses. I think we legit just won this battle with, like, 7 grenade launchers. 7 grenade launchers. The thing is, grenade launchers, when they're not retreating, have such crazy damage. Like, can we just appreciate this for a second? That was crazy. It's good to be bad, though. I feel like Luminarch should be a high elf magic artillery item. Just like an item, like an ancillary. I take war wagons over Luminarchs. Same. At least war wagons are reliable. War wagons are reliably bad. Luminarchs are not reliable in the slightest. Oh, wait, yeah. That was one off the backs of a little bit of blobbing. And grenade launchers going to town. I didn't even see the Ushapti. They didn't even show up. That was sick. Hey, Oleg. Thank you very much for the $2. Oh, with the sus. How'd you get that? How did you get the Among Us guys here? Is that just an emoji that looks like the Among Us guys? Or is that actually here? Have these guys. We'll see how long you live, Oleg. Yeah, is that actually... It's just this happenstance that they look like it? Or is that actually a thing you can do on YouTube? Man, I missed out on the Among Us train, you know? I could have been a big Among Us streamer, guys. Think about it. Imagine what life would have been like if Enticity was an Among Us streamer. What life could have been. Isn't that how Disguised Toast exploded? Isn't that like legit how Disguised Toast actually popped off? Makes me wonder if what my life would have been. Although, you know, my love is still with Warhammer. I can't get over Warhammer, as you can tell. As you can very much tell.
Wild makes warriors. I will do anything for Sigma.
It's a letter in a foreign language, not sure which. Really? Weird. It looks a lot like the Among Us guys, alright? I guess it has 2 eyes instead of 1 eye. That should have been my indicator that it's not a that it's not actually just an Among Us character. Pretty sus though, pretty sus. It certainly wasn't Hearthstone. Well, like, Hearthstone was Disguised Toast's, like, picking off point. But, like, I think where he truly became, like, a big name. Because, like, the thing is, people knew Disguised Toast in the Hearthstone sphere, right? Everyone who played Hearthstone knew about him. But I'm talking about, like, where he became, like, a big streamer. Where people who don't play Hearthstone know him now, right? Like, where your common person, your common man, you know, like, just your average Twitch viewer will know of Disguised Toast. I'm pretty sure his big, like, his actual big spike was Among Us. Disguised Toast. Yeah. Well, that's the original. That's the original quote. I'm just accidentally saying what the original quote was. He was big as a Hearthstone streamer. Yeah, but like, I mean, like, because the thing is, right, like, Disguised Toast is now, like, he's just, like, a big streamer now. Like, he's actually a big name. I'm not saying he wasn't a big Hearthstone streamer, but, like, you know, like, if you talk about, like, what's it? What are some random big Twitch names? Like, I don't know, like, Ludwig, Lily Pichu, I guess. That's a name I think I heard somewhere. What else? Pokimane. Like, the likes of, like, the big streamers. I'm pretty sure when he was playing Hearthstone, he wasn't, like, you know, I don't think he was, like, a guy that you just knew of that was on Twitch. Unless I'm wrong. Maybe, like, you know, maybe that's where he got his big name. Maybe that's, like, Maybe that's where he made a name for himself. I'm pretty sure. Isn't Lily Peachy just not a big streamer though? Isn't that just like, is that just like his girlfriend or something? But like, sure, let's say Pokimane, right? If I say Pokimane, you know, many of you guys might not even know exactly what she streams, right? But you might have heard of the name. That's what I mean by like big streamer. Asmongold, sure, there you go, Asmongold. You Luminarch shot your own lord. It didn't do that much damage. That's the plus side of the Luminarch, you know, even if it's friendly firing. It doesn't, did it actually hit my own lord? It did, like, nothing. It might have just, like, it might have just been a Manticore hit. Have you heard of this guy, Enticity? Yeah, like, I feel like Disguised Toast, right? And, like, you know, I know he expanded it, like, yeah. You know what I mean. I made my point. I made my point. Oh, man. I gotta say, though, I do want to eventually become I want to become a big boy streamer at some point. Or at least, you know, not even like a big boy streamer. I just want to be, I feel like I want to be notorious in at least my bubble, you know. In the Warhammer Total War sphere, I think I've done a pretty good job at being like, you know, where I think like enough people know me in the Total War scene where I'm pretty happy, but like I'm not even like, you know, I want to be like the Legend of Total War sort of situation. I want to be like big. You know? Streaming goals. Of course, I still need to figure out a lot to continue growing the channel, but yeah, that's my goal one day. I wanna be in a situation where I can stream for like, you know, the next like 10 years potentially. Like proper like, you know, stable income, not tied to any game. That's like the end goal, where I can sort of bounce between whatever game I want to do and still be fine. But for the short-term goal is I want to be like, you know, I want to be like top 10 of whatever game I'm playing. I guess technically we're sort of there with the Warhammer already. Depends. It depends on what you qualify as top 10. Am I top 10? Let's see here. There's probably, I think, top 20 English speaking for sure. But then, like, you know, Warhammer's not like the biggest game, so it's like big fish, small pond. I want to be like medium fish, large pond. Oh man, my ambition knows no bounds. Remember us? Remember us when you were a celebrity? Yo, the thing is, I feel like, cause I oh man, I don't know. I'll do what I can, but I already have a hard enough time remembering Twitch chat, so I feel like, you know, your odds, let's be honest, who knows, right? What if you guys fall into Twitch chat tier? Wouldn't that just be devastating? Stay ambitious. Well, you know, at least I have the safety nets to try it. I'll do my best, but it's a lot of people to remember, chat. How many people do you remember in your lives? All right. If someone in, like, you know, if someone in your middle school told you to remember them, right? How many people do you remember from middle school that, like, you haven't kept up with? For me, I've honestly had a very hard time. I, like, barely remember anyone. That just might be a me thing, though. I find that I have a very hard time remembering names and such. Like, so, like, I sort of, I have to, like, more actively, like, catalog people's names instead of, because, like, I feel like if you just try to passively try and remember names, that just doesn't work. Like, you really do have to be actively remembering. Otherwise, it doesn't check out. 0. All of them, because, what's this? Because my middle school class was only 20? Because your middle school class was only 20, as in, like, what do you mean? Only 20? As in, like, what? They were all 20 years old, or? Sorry, I'm not picking up what you're putting down. Unless it's a joke, in which case that's also going over my head. Twitch chat remembers. Yeah, even literally while I was talking about not remembering Twitch chat, I was also not reading your messages. I'm so sorry, Twitch chat. Would you say you are good in Total War? I personally don't like Legend, but I understand that people like him. Would you say you are good in Total War? As in, like, good as a content creator or good as a player? As a player, I think I'm great. With my, like, you know, years of multiplayer experience, I think I have decent claim, even though I'm a bit washed up now. In campaign, I'd say, you know, the multiplayer stuff, it carries over. The thing is, I can play about as well as Legend in multiplayer, but I'm missing a lot of, you know, it's in a different way. So, like, I can complete a campaign as fast as him, but he completes it quickly because he's playing super efficiently, and I complete the campaign because I'm playing on times 4 speed and making a million mistakes. So there's like, it's a mixed bag. You gave me a lot of joy with your content. You're a big number in my book. Thank you, man. I guess, like, you know, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it is hard to remember that, you know, how far I did make it in the Warhammer Total War scene. Because if you look at, like, other content creators, right? Other content creators stuck at, you know, only like 1,000 views for, like, a lot of their videos, or even less, or, like, you know, in the low thousands. The fact that I even scraped the sky with my brief, like, 200,000 view videos, I think is already, you know, it's easy to forget how much of an achievement that is. So it is true. I don't know why. YouTube is sort of weird. YouTube is sort of weird in that it does sort of it does really encourage the sort of it does really encourage, like, the sort of work ethic of just, you know, like, you just gotta keep pumping up that number. Which can occasionally be pretty unhealthy at times. But as it stands right now, I do wanna keep up. I don't want to keep up that growth. Mostly as a financial situation, though, more than just a pure growth thing. Not that I'm not financially stable, but just, you know, I wanna make this, like, my full-time job proper again. What's this? Legend said you might be the next Total War big streamer. That's why I came. Dang. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. I feel like, honestly, that's high praise from Legend. I feel like the odds are... I think if the Total War series continues to pick up, you know, if we get some good DLCs, I'd put myself at a decent chance. I'd put myself at a decent chance. As a maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure for little old me. Afternoon, hello. That's work ethic. That's just work ethic nowadays. Yeah, but I don't wanna propagate that. As my own boss, I have to be a responsible boss. You know, I feel like if I'm making myself overwork, if I'm overworking myself, I feel like I'm just a bad manager. Right? Yeah, I gotta say, for everyone who thinks that it's great to be your own boss, I'm gonna say it again. It is not fun being your own boss. It is not a great time. You think it's a great time? It's not. It's actually not. As it turns out, your boss is doing a lot of work. Your boss is doing a lot of work. So, yeah. Also, is this battle in L? I can't tell. I think with the Luminarch ammunition, we barely win it. But, like, my wagons are out of ammo, so it's a little bit awkward. Jesus, Luminarchs. The line of sight issues. Okay, there we go. If I just roll down the hill a bit, that should get him good. Okay, nice. You're the only Total War guy I watch? Dang. Well, like, I feel like that's just the bias, though, right? I feel like people watching my stream are pretty biased towards saying that... You know, there's a higher tendency of people to say I'm the only Total War streamer they watch. Because, like, the thing is, because it is a little bit of, like, my own bubble, I don't actually know. I don't actually know what the split looks like. Anyways, it do be quiet here. Oh, my bad, Twitch. My bad, Twitch. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think, what's it? At some point, I really do need to figure out the Twitch chat side of things. No, I was actually thinking of hiring a manager. Like a legit person whose full-time job it is to help me manage, everything. I might, ooh, look at that shot on the trolls, pretty hype. If I do manage to get this manager to help me out, then I will probably be like the quality of everything outside of the content should jump up dramatically. But yeah, legit. I was thinking of I want to go full business. I want to go full business, guys. So legit, I want to hire a manager. Trolls came back and killed my wagon. Great. I want to hire a manager. And like basically all the minor things that I have been putting off that I don't have time for, he can help me out with. So like with the with Twitch chat, right? Being able to easily read Twitch and YouTube chat at the same time. It's like have him find a solution for that, you know? Have him help pay editors and such. I feel like that sort of expansion and progress is going to be great. Gonna make for much better content. And then finally Twitch chat will no longer be alone. There is a method of making it where I believe there is a method to easily get both merged together. The problem is that it doesn't show the members. All the solutions that I found that show both chats doesn't show members. So like yeah, if I have a merged chat, I just you know, I can't see the people who are actually supporting the channel the most. So that's, you know, that's a big problem. But you know, this guy's coming straight out of what's it? You know, he might know some software developer. He might know how to program a bit. So if I'm lucky there, then he can sort of just maybe he can like custom write me a software. Could be sick, people, could be sick. Hiring a boss. I guess I'd be hiring an assistant manager would be the official situation. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense, right? I'm hiring a boss for myself. But yeah, in the end, you know, I'd mostly be telling him what to do. So I guess that doesn't really... Okay, these guys are... This one unit of Chaos Spawn sort of wrecking my face. Yeah, we'll get the Luminarchs to finish him off. Fire! You know how to program Enticity? I do. But the problem is that I'm so focused on the content side of things, right? Okay. Chaos Spawn. I swear we are going to die to a single Chaos Spawn because my Luminarchs can't fire and my War Wagons are out of ammunition. Oh my gosh. There's one Chaos Spawn killing everything. There we go. Jeez. That one Chaos Spawn actually almost just ended me. But we got him. Yeah, I know how to program, but the problem is that I don't have the time to actually do it. I'm so focused on like the content and the strategizing side of YouTube that I just can't. Looking forward to the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. Oh boy, good old Raid. Good old Raid Shadow Legends. Look, I won't do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship unless I'm making bank. If I can have a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship cover me for the next, for the foreseeable future, I will probably pick it up. But I still have the rule where if I'm taking a sponsorship, the auto resolve is killing more wagons than it says it will. I think it's some rounding error maybe, but the thing is, if I do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, it'll probably have to be I'd have to negotiate some sort of restrictions, unless they're paying me really bank, like, you know. It depends. You know, I do have a number. I do have a number at which point it will be worth it. But I think the fact that we haven't seen a raid sponsorship is indicative that the number is quite high. It is quite high. So I don't think you guys have to worry about that anytime soon. Let's see here. All right, interesting. Some Norskins. I think we finally defeated the incursion, so that's pretty good. G Fuel sponsorship. It depends, because like the sponsorships, I don't want to just be like, I don't want to, the thing about the sponsorships is that whoever I'm selling it to, you have to be informed, alright? So like products, like a lot of products, it depends, right? I'm most definitely not doing crypto, that's just a bad idea, but the thing about sponsorships is that if you guys are properly informed about what you are getting into, right? Then I'm a lot more comfortable doing the sponsorship, right? So if I do a mobile game and it's clear that the mobile game is like a gacha game, right? It's very clear that the game is a gacha game, and I'm basically just saying like, hey, if you want to play a gacha game, here's a gacha game, right? Then I think that's a little bit more ethical, right? Because the thing is, right? Let's say gambling. I won't do a gambling sponsorship because that's because oftentimes people will misinterpret that, and yeah, it's not great. I won't do gambling, right? But like, let's say gambling, right? Actually, no, let's not, because I don't want to do a gambling sponsorship. I guess let's say I don't know. Let's say there's like a drink, right? Let's say there's like a sugary drink, right? Let's say I have a Coke sponsorship. I guess, I don't know, maybe not. Let's say it's Pepsi, because otherwise you guys are gonna think drugs. Let's say I have a Pepsi sponsorship, right?
What do you require?
The thing is, Pepsi is not good for you, but some people might want to drink Pepsi, right? So as long as I think there's a way I could probably maneuver that without it being terrible. But like, if the sponsors are like, hey, can you just say that Pepsi is healthy? Obviously, we're never gonna do that. That's roughly where I draw the line. How about alcohol? That's also a bad setup. It's also a no-go zone. Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's like, okay, because here's the thing, right? There's also, the weird thing about sponsorships is like, okay, do you want to promote something that is potentially dangerous? The initial gut reaction is like, oh no, right? You don't want to promote something that's potentially dangerous, obviously, right? But then it's like, but then you can get real nuance on like what is potentially dangerous. It's like, you know, if someone does like, I don't know, if I have a, you know, I have a affiliate link with the watch over there, right? It's like, oh, you know, if you're really irresponsible with your money and you just like spending money on watches and you waste tons of money on it, and I'm feeding into your watch addiction, is that bad? And it's like, okay, like like how like, you know, I think the most I can do is just make sure that you guys are informed, and then not sell to children. You know, and not sell to, like, you know, not sell products that are highly prone on being very like you know, very like good at grabbing people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Anyways, just say drink responsibly. Yeah, obviously that doesn't work, right? I don't know. I guess I just draw the line where I draw the line. I guess it's just I guess I just end up drawing the line at what makes me uncomfortable, and then you guys just figure it out. How about a used war wagon salesman? Yeah, the Raid Shadow Legends is really weird about aiming towards kids too. That's a bit of a weird one. It's like, cause then you have like the pseudo gambling games. Then it's like, I don't know. The thing is, there's like, if I play a game, if I play Hearthstone, right? If I play Hearthstone, the whole like loot box mechanics already does that too. So it sort of depends, and then it's also weighing on top of the fact that I need to make an income. I think basically there's a limit, you know. I'm not gonna do Raid Shadow Legends sponsor for nothing, but if it's like $1 million, let's say it's like $1 million, right? Then I gotta do it. Then I gotta do a sit down and think. What if I take a bad sponsor and then donate their money to support? Can you offset the damage done? Can you offset the damage done by donating the amount that you get from a sponsor? Probably not, right? I don't know. I'll tackle the problem if it ever becomes a possibility. Pong with microtransactions. This just in, Enticity would do anything for $1 million. You think Raid Shadow Legends is on the top of the terrible things that I would do for money? Come on, come on. There's a lot more that would be placed higher than $1 million. $1 million only gets you a single house nowadays, alright? I wouldn't do anything, alright? For everyone who wants me to, you know, murder or what have you, alright? The price is higher. The price is higher, let's be real. What are we doing? We're trying to clear off these, this chaos invasion here. Hi Ent, hi chat, hello Kane. You just walked into an interesting conversation. Yeah, ethics is hard. Ethics is hard. But I think that just, you know, that just tells me that I should think very long and hard about it. We'll get to it though. You know, maybe my manager, maybe when I hire my assistant manager, he can help me out with the ethics side of things, and we'll figure out something that works. See, this is why I really feel like I need an assistant manager. There's like so many random tiny things that you have to think about as a YouTuber, like just taxes alone. Taxes alone. If I can get him, to just help me with taxes, that's already like a massive plus. And I'm sort of at that point in my career now where I actually feel like I need this sort of extra help. So I'm pretty excited about that, but it'll take a while. Just a single house, which is a permanent investment and far lower monthly cost. Say suspicious egg. Well, like, okay, yeah, like obviously $1 million will help a lot, right? But like $1 million. So like see, here's the thing, right? If someone gave me $1 million right now, I would not be able to retire immediately, probably. If I wanted to have like a very, you know, like a very nice, more luxurious, not like full on like vacation every day, but even just like, you know, maintaining my lifestyle, like even where I live right now, right close to Toronto, housing prices are insane. So like, you know, at some point I'd probably need to, you know, sell the place. Although $1 million would almost get me there. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's be real. Let's be real. $1 million gets me basically all the way there. You know, if a sponsor wants to give me a big million, then sure, yeah, of course. But it wouldn't get me all of the way there. 1 million won't get you in Toronto, though. It wouldn't get me in Toronto, it's true. I think my sister bought a condo for $700,000. $700,000. You know how big the condo is? It's like 2 rooms, a den, and a washroom. For $700,000. What? Say what? Say what? So yeah. If you couldn't tell, I've thought a lot about money. As a YouTuber, being able to do this over here sort of required me to sort of have a big sit down and think about like, okay, what does my economic future look like if I'm going to do YouTube? So I feel like I actually do have a decent grasp on what my lifetime spendings will do, plus or minus quite a bit. But like I feel like I have a good grasp of like, you know, savings and all that. He's in Toronto. He spilled the beans. I already told people that I live in the GTA. That's not gonna help you guys. 600 square feet, my guess. Oh, I don't know how many square feet it is. I don't know much about the housing shopping thing. I know like the rough prices of how much it costs to live. Like how much you buy the house, but I don't know about like square footage because I'm not looking into buying houses anytime soon. Oh, dang. Armies. Alright, let's see how this goes. The new Doom stack. We'll see if it wins. Yeah. I know more. It's like, I also don't know much about cars, honestly. I still need to learn how to drive them. Because here's the thing, right? I put off driving for a bit too long. Because because my previous workplace was work from home, which was glorious, right? But because I had no reason to really go anywhere, right? And because public transit is good enough for like, you know, if I want to see my friends or anything, I put it off for too long. But I'm probably gonna learn before, you know. Probably gonna get my license, get my like starter license before the end of this year, hopefully. Driving terrifies me though. Driving is legit terrifying. You know how many, you know, like your chance of death is quite high. It's quite high when it comes to driving. Like if you think about it, right? Like if I had to like guess, right? If I were to die an early death, where would it be? It would probably be in a car. And that is not a very comforting feeling when you are the one driving the car. That is just like, oh, okay, I am sitting possibly where I might die. Like, just like, what? Oh my gosh. And like, I can drive safe, but that doesn't even save you. That's the worst part. You can drive safe, but the other people on the road might not. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Just get ward save before driving? I don't know. I've seen friends die, alright? If friends can die, it means that it doesn't matter how much ward save I have. It's a risky business. Where's my wizard at? Miles away? Get them before they get you? Yo, honestly, that's the worst part. Actually, I'm not gonna go into that. It's too dark. It's too dark for this channel. Drive a big truck. Drive a big truck and then drive defensively. See, the thing is, but then I need to own a big truck. It's also expensive. It's also just expensive, but you know, technically you can't just get a big truck. Does that? I guess it gets you part of the way there, I guess. But the thing is though, like, you know, despite everything, right, it doesn't matter if you reduce the chances, right? Driving is still impeccably dangerous. At least as far as I've learned, right? As far as I can tell, it is dramatically dangerous. So, yeah, I'll just, you know, I'll just, for as long as I possibly can, I will continue to live and work from home. I'll just do that. Why not? Early safe play, right? Okay, these vampire counts are being pain in the butt again. Where are those mortis engines at? All the way over there? Alright. I need to do some divide and conquer. The air game is going decent, you know, like I think Franz is technically winning it. But I am noticing that the Vargeist do be pretty scary. The Vargeist Terrorgeist mix, along with like a little bit of healing from the AI, seem to be causing me a lot of issues when it comes to the air battle, even if I have like a big goon squad here. But at least since I have a larger goon squad now, it seems like they should be able to win this duel. And then like my ground forces just have to live long enough, right? They just have to live long enough to until they can get support from everyone here. Gotta say though, these Vargeist, man. I guess previously what I would do was like I would get the Vargeist to land, right? And then charge them with knights and such. Instead of just taking like a hyper aggressive fight. Maybe I should get back into that habit. Though I think this battle's still going well for me, right? It's looking okay. Especially since we have loads of heals. We got massive heals. Sick. My cavalry's doing okay. They're doing alright. They're doing alright. There we go. Thane action. It helps that the Jade Wizard is kiting these guys out too. But I'm not liking... actually, you know what I should do? I should land now. This is actually a sick play, right? We land on Gorst. And then we Dwellers below his... And then we Dwellers below his Vargeist. Since they're quite squishy. There we go. And then there's no cavalry on the ground or Crypt Horrors to support. Because usually what the problem would have been is Crypt Horrors. So with those guys out of the picture, right? And too far away. I think this should do it. What's this about Cetra? Cetra going for fire? What's this about Cetra? Is Shield of Thorns worthwhile? Not really. Shield of Thorns is about as worth it as Fate of Una or Spirit Leech. but in very specific circumstances. So basically it's so rare to be able to get a good Shield of Thorns that I'd say it's not really that worth. Okay, nice. Looking good. I need to bring my knights in. That's what I should do. I should bring in the knightly support. We'll bring them in, right? We surround the dragons, and then we beat them up. The Vampire Count's air squads, though, is definitely an innovation on their part that has been quite scary. Regardless, though, I do believe we still win this here battle. Here we go. Bring them in. Get the Reichsguard in here, and then we should be good. Thank you for explaining it. I haven't really used it in Warhammer 3. Yeah, I have a whole video on how to make the best out of Shield of Thorns. So, like, you know, you basically want a unit that has really low melee defense, because they actually need to take damage for it to do the damage reflect. Yeah, so that's sort of the way of that. I forgot Gorst is in this business. I forgot there's a Gorst here. We're gonna have to beat him up. Come on, friends. Come on, friends. You got the Sword of Cain. You got the Sword of Cain. Come on. Here we go. These Dragon Lords. I have to be careful because Gorst also has the Mortis engine. So if he decides to end me here, he could potentially just kill off all of my Reichsguard if I'm not careful. But I think with Franz and the support, he should go down. There we go. Heal up those guys. Keep this guy pinned on the ground. Then dive Gorst. Just dive Gorst, and then we should be good. Oh my gosh, these vampire counts. It's just a 20 stack too. It's just a 20 stack. Oh man, I'm really noticing the I shouldn't fight underneath corpse carts. When I fight underneath corpse carts, it heals up the Vargeists. So that's another thing I have to keep in mind. Regardless, I think we win the fight at least, so that's good. But yeah, I gotta be real careful next time. We were a bit foolhardy. A little bit foolhardy. But I believe we still win it. Nice, and it looks like that guy's going down. Very good. Okay, Terrorgeist is down. Nice. There we go. Alright, here we go. So now it's just killing the Gorst, man. Oh my gosh, what a beast. What an absolute beast, Gorst. What's it? What are you saying? To hurt is the word? Okay, there we go. Gorst down. Oh my gosh. Drive a steam tank? What's it about drive? Oh, drive a steam tank for driving in general. Nice. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty. There we go. All the Dragon Lords are down. All the Vargeists are down. We did it. We did it. At great expense to Franz's HP, but we did do it. Now it's just a couple Mortis engines, and we're good. And they're blobbing up on the Thane too, so if you can just hold for a bit, I think we're good. What's going on in Twitch? What's this? What's this about CA and the names? I just started a Kemmler campaign. Oh, Kemmler's name is weird? Weird. Is this true? Do all Kemmler campaigns just have him with the wrong name now? Oh, wait. Are you called? Weird. Oh, maybe you just accidentally hit randomized name, but that's Demons of Chaos Lord. Oh, wait. Wait, what? So can you accidentally have your name, your lord's name be incorrect if you if you do like some weird Demons of Chaos Lord bug where you like said his name first. Also, yeah, the Mortis engines have been pretty brutal. Yeah, Mortis engines have been pretty brutal, but it seems like we're in the clear now. I have just barely enough single entities here to clean them up. And even Franz at 500 HP is decent damage. I never started a Demons of Chaos campaign though. Okay, then I have no idea. It could just be an oversight. Maybe it's an oversight. Maybe it's just maybe it's Maybelline. I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't put it past CA to just like someone accidentally just typed in the wrong thing. You know, they've done it before actually. Back when the Archmage of Metal had 80,000 HP. So I feel like, you know, if CA could accidentally do that, I think the odds of Kemmler having a random weird name now is higher than one might expect. Save the poor Thane. It's fine. He made it off. He made it off the battlefield. He's good. Oh boy, this is gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a close one, chat. I'm not liking my odds either. Let's see. Alright, so we got a decent charge here, right? We're gonna pull away. We're gonna pull away, and then we're gonna single out their cavalry, hopefully. Oh boy, that's not good. Alright. What are we looking at here? I'm gonna need to cycle charge with Reichsguard a lot. And then Franz is probably gonna have to work some sort of magic. Oh boy. Oh boy. Franz is gonna have to work a lot of magic, I think. Oh no, alrighty. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Man, Mortis engines, man. Mortis engines for the vampire counts are insane. Every time there's a Mortis engine, these battles become way harder. The AoE healing too is really good. I gotta be really wary. Gotta be very wary. At least we got Franz. At least we got Franz. We're killing off you know, most of their knights. And I'm thinking, right? Big AoE here. Grenade launcher barrage. Maybe that saves them. These two Empire captains. Oh, I gotta pull Franz away from there. Mortis engine will kill him. Mortis engine will kill him if I'm not careful. It's fine though, it's fine. Let's see here. I still have we still have Franz at like 400 HP. If he can kill off the Mortis engines, we good. Good luck, Enticity. I'm off to new adventures. Alright, peace. Could you cycle charge Franz to reset the Sword of Cain? I could, but I don't think that'd do anything huge really. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a Mortis engine, and then a whack load of infantry and like one more unit of Blood Knights. Not the scariest thing in the world. It could be worse. And a Vargulf, technically. I think the Vargulf is about to go down, right? The biggest thing is whether or not I can kill off the Mortis engines with Franz. He has 400 HP. Which means that he can probably tank a good couple hits from the Mortis. And I feel like because of that, we good. Feel like because of that, no problem. No problem. Look at that, we even got an Empire Captain back, right? Because I have a couple knights, you know, I have the Empire Captain. I feel like that should work pretty well. Though I guess, I don't know. Oh boy, this is so sus. Every battle versus the undead has to be hella sus. We'll see. This feels like copium. It certainly does. It certainly does. It's all good though. It's all good. The leadership for the undead is lower now than it used to be. You know, they got that -10 leadership hit. Could be pretty big. Could be pretty big. You know, the Mortis engine is heal capped over here. Yeah, one of them is heal capped, so that's a good sign. Here, we're gonna beat up these knights, right? I'm gonna turn off fire at will on my grenade launchers. They could probably beat up a few of these guys over here. And then And then after that, we all we gotta do is I guess like the infantry. If I ignore the infantry, right? If we because the thing is infantry can get divided and conquered, so they're not too scary. If I full on just ignore the infantry, the only thing I really have to kill left is 2 mortis engines and 1 unit of knights. That's pretty little. That's pretty little. That's basically that's effectively nothing. So I think we should be good because I still got 30 Reichsguard. I still have 2 units of 30 Reichsguard. Full surround on them should just annihilate them. Retreat? Nah, if we retreat, we lose the Sword of Cain again. And I refuse to lose the Sword of Cain again. For the millionth time. Instead, we're gonna lose it in battle. But no, I feel like legit, since it is seriously just 1 more unit of knights, right? And France at 400 HP. I think we kill him. I think we take a pretty effective fight there. Okay, nice. I just gotta fight him far enough away from this stuff here where we're good. And then the grenade launchers should be enough to kill off all of these guys, you know. Just push the Graveguard into crumbling. It's more so like, you know, can I get them split up well enough, right? Can I actually split them apart to single out the Blood Knights and hopefully not make a misplay with the France. Of course, the grenade launchers are great, though. This one's the armor-piercing variant. And it looks like we've aggroed the Blood Knights. Okay. Okay, chat, we have a chance. We have a chance. After the Blood Knights are down, right? It's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. Because the thing is, dead Blood Knights. Dead Blood Knights, what are they going to do? What do they really do, right? Nothing. Nothing, because they're dead. So, here we go, right? So we land with the Wizard. Here we go, good side charge of all of my guys, right? France with all the buffs. Here we go. We're going to use these knights to sacrifice themselves for the glory of Sigmar. And stop that Mortis engine from getting to my guys. Franz only took a little bit of damage there, and we basically killed them off. Okay, that's a high priority threat for the sacrifice of 1 unit of Reichsguard. Sick. Sick, that's very good. That's very good, that's a start. Alright, so now it's just singling out their infantry. Which we're already doing, and they're crumbling, and they are crumbling. So, you know, that means that at least there'll be slightly fewer Graveguard to deal with. Nice. Okay, I think with the death of those Blood Knights, I think we win this battle. You know, Franz is technically at, you know, 350 HP, but the ward save means he's actually at 700. Think about it, right? Franz is actually closer to 700 HP. Big gains. Franz's eyes look like raw meat at this point. Yeah, there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood, don't worry about it. What's left? I think the Karen rates are honestly a bigger pain in the butt to deal with than the Graveguard. I'm actually just gonna grenade launcher them instead. Because the grenade launchers do less damage to the Karen rates, right? But the Graveguard are just such a... They're so much easier to crumble than the Karen rates. Like, these guys slow you down. They have the armor piercing. So, this should be good. Nice. How many more volleys do I have left? We're down to the last one. Okay, that's okay. We've broken their shields, right? We've broken their shields. Fran's still at over 300 HP. Sick. And then we should be good. All the debuffs on these guys too, so I think the Karen rates go down pretty well because they get spread out by my charge, right? So I get full coverage with all of my knights. And Franz is fairly safe because he's not surrounded by them. So I think that's good. And then the AI has 3 more units of Graveguard. And the Mortis engines. Of course, we also have to worry about them Mortis engines. Sort of Cain needs to level up again for ward save. Yeah, we only have the base ward save. So Franz is still resisting like a decent amount of damage. But he's far from indestructible right now. I never started up oh no, it's just a Twitch and messages. I keep on missing them. Okay, pretty good though. I think we just split up like the Graveguard, you know. The high HP one will hit with the grenade launcher so that they die a bit faster. Get the Mortis engines further away. And then I think that's game. That was a very small volley of grenade launcher fire. Alright, nevertheless, this'll do. I can deal with this amount of Graveguard.
Ulrich's wrath on them.
Any minute now, and they'll reach shield cap and start taking damage from crumbling. Oh man, yeah, that crumble damage. The glorious crumble damage of undead. Can I get these guys to split up again? I'm gonna see if I can get a double split. Yeah, there we go. Single them out a tiny bit more. And that should make it where... Nice. Or I think now what we do... This one unit of Graveguard, right? If I can just get like a full surround on one of these pockets, that should get them to... That should get them to be dead. What's this? What's this mod that you guys are talking about?
Ready for war! Yes, my lord! Go! Reichsguard Knights!
Helm of the Moderators? What are you guys talking about?
Taking position!
I got no idea.
To battle!
I don't even know what you're talking about, obese chicken. Don't make me delete your messages.
Yes, sir! Quickly!
Alright, here we go. We have a unit of Graveguard. We're gonna go for the full surround strat. And then hope that that's enough. Obviously, I have to worry about the Mortis engines too, but because these guys are singled out, it should be pretty fast crumbling. It wasn't the fastest crumbling I've ever seen, but it was a decent charge nonetheless, and I get an easy disengage. I'll take it. Our friends didn't take that much damage.
Outriders! Go! The Empire endures!
Alright, nice. So I'm just trying to keep up with chat. I'm reading chat piecemeal because I'm busy trying to make sure this battle doesn't go south. Alright, whatever. I'll let chat be chat. It's fine. It's fine. Chat's here for the memes. I provide the battles. Chat provides the memes. We're good. Alright, here we go. Let's do another split. Had to go for a second. What happened? Gorst happened. So basically, Gorst camped underneath his flying units. And by just sort of sitting underneath them, he kept them from dying. So like all of his Vargeist just chunked down Franz and 3 different Empire captains. It was not pretty. It was not pretty in the slightest. We sort of got wrecked in the air game, but I'm scraping it back together with the remnants of my army. And so far it's going better than you'd expect. It's going okay. You know, we got these full surrounds against the Graveguard. Just massacring them. We're doing the split strat. It's been a bit of a battle. Chatter's gonna chat, yeah. Outplayed by the AI, yeah. The Gorst, the AI really knows how to make use of its Mortis engines. It's actually pretty good at defending them. It treats them as a unit that it should pull back fairly often, and because of that, the crazy healing of the vampire counts really comes into play. Why didn't you kill Gorst first? Because the AI pulls them out. So the AI blobs up with their mass, like their Vargeist and such, and then Gorst just books it out of there. So he basically is impossible to catch with my guys. And then the AI benefits from a bunch of healing. What I should be doing instead is basically... I should be just fighting away from him, you know? Aggro the flyers and then pull back away. I think that's just a much better strategy. But, you know, this works out. This works out. You know, we've killed off most of the Graveguard now. Just a single Graveguard unit left. And then it's just 2 Mortis engines. As we all know, Franz, even at 300 HP, should live against them. You know, they hit for 100 damage, but he has 50% ward save, so he can survive about 6 hits. 6 hits from the Mortis engines, which may seem a bit low, and it is quite low given the circumstances. But in the end, right, 6 hits from Mortis Engines is pretty rare, because he still does a lot of damage, so we should be fine. Gorse always beats you up when you play Kugath. Oh jeez, Gorse versus Kugath must be a crazy just Mortis Engine blob with healing. The thing is, Gorse has Mortis and healing, so makes him pretty nasty. Don't get cocky. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm gonna kill off all the zombies and skeletons, and then after that, it's just the 2 Mortises. I'll send in a unit of knights to tank, and then after that, it should be pretty chill. Because like I have the 1 unit of knights for tanking, and then the other unit, and then all my single entities can dive in and just kill them real fast. There we go. It's another one down. 1 more split, chat. 1 more split, and then we have successfully defeated 2 Vampire Count's armies. Yo, Gorse is insane, man. Yeah, Gorse has been, I don't know. He, like, consistently does well in the East when he gets his endgame scenarios going. But, like, even in my Tretch campaign, Gorse was quite the menace. Okay, nice. So, here's the play. Send in 1 unit of Reichsguard, right? Charge it in the back. And then we get the hero squad. And then we just dive bomb the Mortis Engine with everything. Should be good. Here we go. Cavalry's in. Now it's all about the DPS. Here we go. Just all the buffs. All the buffs. And then there we go. Okay, nice. Honestly, that was even a little bit overkill. I feel like for how fast that Mortis Engine went down. Without support, the Mortis Engines do die pretty fast. So I guess we didn't have to worry that much, right? We'll just I'll wait for the cooldowns just in case though. Just in case I will wait for cooldowns. And then we'll kill off the zombies, you know, make this thing army loss a little bit faster. Nice, okay. And then 1 last engage for the road. And then I think we've done it. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. What a fight. What a fight. Franz with the 300 HP. Should be more than enough. Mortis Engine is ticking. But, looks like it does bleed. Thank goodness. That was the Pyrrhic victory. Oh my gosh. We did it. We beat Gorst. I did lose 1 Empire Captain, though, but I might have kept most of my knights alive. I'm not sure. Man, it took 4 turns to get those Reichsguard. Yeah, he had 3 Terrorgeists and 4 Vargals. I should have recognized that was more undead than I'm used to dealing with. Easy, not even close. Oh, so many dead Reichsguard. Oh, and he's gonna get the Dead Rise again, but it's okay. It's alright. It's alright, chat. It's fine. At least we get our turn of replenishment. Just kidding. Oh, it's just a separate army as a whole. No Mortis Engines, though. Okay, this is a fight I can take. This is a fight I can take. How's the campaign going? I missed the last 2 streams. Andrew Cadwell, you missed a lot. We have the entirety of the Empire, and we are fighting in the mountains now. We're fighting in the mountains. We're killing off Belagar. We have basically killed off all of, we basically killed off all of the Slanesh. There's, Nakari's basically dead. And despite all of that, things are still a little bit sus. But like, yeah, we're in a new war against Chaos, basically. Yeah, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. But we still have a lot of trials to go. Specifically, killing off Vlad. Killing off Vlad has been a journey, a journey and a half. But he's going down soon enough. Vlad's going down eventually. I just gotta win these few battles against the Counts. I'm more surprised that the AI thinks this was a close defeat. Oh, did it say, well, no, it said Pyrrhic victory, didn't it? If it said close, I'd also be very surprised. Maybe it did. Alright, here we go. All the debuffs. Sick. Okay, yeah. Look, see, when they have a normal air squad of just the one dragon, life is chill. Life is chill. There's definitely some compositions that are much scarier than others. Like, dramatically scarier than others. But, like, yeah, there we go. We can win the air duel there. Nice. Sick. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. I can just skirmish mode these guys down now. Hype. Okie dokie. Oh, my gosh. That last battle just has me so scared now. I feel like we're always on the precipice of death, but this battle should reinvigorate my confidence. I think there's... Should I say it? I feel like there really is basically no way we lose this. It's just Graveguard. Graveguard are pretty chill. They go down to dwellers. And there's no corpse carts or mortis engines at all. That's what really matters. The lack of mortis engines truly makes a big difference. As you can see here, you know. Massive difference. All we do is just like sit back, relax, and heal. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay. All I gotta do is keep an eye out for mortises. That's actually it. As long as I do that, right? As long as I keep an eye out for the mortis engines, we're good. Without them, we can fight like, you know, endless tides of infantry. That's fine. Infantry, we good. It's the flyers. It's the flyers and the mortises that we shall fear. No Blood Knights, easy win. I think there was technically one, but yeah. Basically no Blood Knights. The Blood Knights are, they basically, they just trade into my Reiksguard. So they're like good, but they're they're never devastating really. More so, I really feel like the Vargeists and the Terrorgeists are the big boys, the big hitters. Is the Sword of Kane's AoE thingy any good? It's fairly good. It got nerfed like many of the other spells and abilities in the transition to Warhammer 3, but it definitely still does loads of damage. My brain can't comprehend how this is winnable. It was so casual. Yeah, no, it's just... the hero squad is crazy. Dwellers and some blobbing is like easy W. Storm Vermin? Yeah, the Vampire Counts are allied with the Skaven. It's terrifying. Strangely, this campaign makes you really want to play Vampire Counts against friends. I've heard a few accounts of people saying that they are playing Vampire Counts campaigns now. I feel like you're probably not alone, honestly. You're probably not alone. People are like seeing how strong and how difficult the Vampire Counts are. They're like, I want to play that. I want to power trip a bit. Okay, sick. So I want to take over the Silver Pinnacle. But first things first, we gotta kill Vlad. This army, perfectly built to do well enough against these sort of spam armies here. And then it's just this pocket. Now this pocket is not an easy pocket to take out. I don't think I can just YOLO into there. Or can I? Dang it, I can't summon the electric counts. So I don't think I can just YOLO into this pocket. As much as I want to. Oh, actually, maybe if I attack the settlement? Is the settlement a, I can't even select it, there's so many of them. It's actually impossible. There we go. If I... It doesn't have walls, though. Okay, you know what? I'll back it up. I'll back it up. France can go ahead and pick up another army, I guess. Unfortunately, no Reiksguard mean I have to devolve a bit into probably like war wagons. War wagons with a bit of knight support, but you know, that's good enough. It gets the job done. Oh, when the dead rise again? Oh no, they're in March stance. Thankfully, March stance armies don't get dead rise again. They just die. Makes life a whole lot easier. Sick. Nice, nice. Okay. So let's start making our way towards the Skaven.
Leave no one behind.
There we go. Easy auto. Easy auto check. Are these war wagons ironic or unironic? They're unironic. They're sort of like the nicest unit I can recruit. That'll do okay. The war wagons are really weird, because yeah, they do all right, and they're sort of multi-purpose. They work well enough in basically all situations, where it feels like it's, you know, if I want a unit without thinking, I go with war wagons. But they don't, I don't think they're like, you know, I don't think I want that many of them if I'm going for like a super strong 20 stack. Most of the time, I think I cap out at like, you know, 5 wagons. After that, I think the diminishing returns on them is a bit too great. Though it does depend on the faction that you're actually fighting. Get a life wizard in that steam tank army? Yeah, at some point. At some point, I'll slam them in there. Okay, nice. What we got? Some Dowie. Couple Dowie. They don't got the movement range, though, to attack. Perfect. That means I can take out their recruiting armies. Yeah, the life wizard, and the thing is, I don't really want to have that many steam tanks. Steam tanks are so expensive. I'm sort of just, you know, I have the steam tanks just because I have the steam tanks, not because I actually like them that much. This is interesting. No weapon teams. Just a whack load of single entities and chariots. Do we win this? I might just want to hang out here just to be... Might want to just hang out here. Just... Oh, actually, I can travel through the water, I guess. It doesn't actually solve my issues, though. Let's see here. Yeah, this army's doomed. This army's doomed. I'm just gonna leave them. Leave them there to distract the Skaven a bit. And then that's it, you know. I could grind out the battle and make it super close, but that's not a... Yeah, we're so far in this campaign, right? I don't really need to... That's not like a super important battle, I'd say. Fingers crossed, this is an auto. At least I have perfect vigor. It's true. Perfect vigor is pretty high. Interesting. I think we could probably fight this in retreat, right? I think we fight this battle in retreat and then kite out chaos. I think we're good. Can I get a unit, please? Preferably a good one. Yeah, sure, hee. I'll get you a unit. Now, what do you define as good? You think a half-dead steam tank is good? Where do your allegiances lie? Let's see. I think if I position like this, then I can kill off these warhounds and such. Luminarch. Yeah, I'll get you a unit. I'll get you whatever you request. So this battle is, I don't intend to win this. I intend to simply get a little bit of kite action and then retreat. This is just to sort of whittle down the army, and then we can kill them off in another battle. Because there are a lot of trolls and such here. There are a lot of trolls, so I gotta, you know, gotta be a little bit wary. I think the Black Lions, if that's possible. Sure. Have them in a nearby army. They can, we can slam them in. Nice. The biggest issue is really just the warhounds. If I can take out the warhounds, then most of the rest of the army is fairly slow. Then I think the war wagons can just kill them. Grenade launchers might take a bit of damage, but they're sort of the guys I worry about the least. Just because grenade launchers will do well even if they're low ammunition. Or low entities, right? They're mostly just there for... Well, actually, yeah. It's like, I don't need that many. I don't need that many of them. I gotta say, though, this army's sort of wide. What's with this army? Why is it so wide? AI going just doesn't know how to handle a 40 stack. Though I guess it makes kiting a bit harder, you know? If they extend from white line to white line, I have to try and sneak past. Pretty interesting. Okay, there we go. They finally aggroed though. All right, let the kiting begin. I'm gonna lose to them warhounds. It's fine. The wagons do great against warhounds. I'm not that worried about it. Of course, I've got my character here too. Remember, I did say I planned to retreat. I did plan to retreat, so I don't think unless things go really well, I feel like your prediction doesn't really change anything, you know? It's like we're already planning to just get a good trade and run off the map. Wonder though, can I blast these warhounds before they get to me? Maybe. Maybe, I think we do. Oh, yes we do. All right, there we go. Man, the one grenade launcher volley on the warhound, sick. Okay, nice. So that's a decent amount down. I have mostly, let's see, horsemen and trolls, I think. The trolls aren't too bad. And the horsemen won't charge me into melee until after they run out of ammo. So they're not too bad either. Trolls are a little bit annoying though. Even though they are slow, they can catch up. Planning to lose Pete Copium there. Come on, it's Kite. It's Kite. Lose the battle, win the war. Come on, this is legitimate strategy. Legitimate war strategies. Why do I get judged for Kite? I guess technically losing the battle means that the Kite's like not fully effective, but you know, it's like, God, like this is like a raise scorched earth strategy sort of. It's not really scorched earth, but like, you know, militaries in the past went for the long kite. This was not an uncommon phenomenon. I guess it depends on how much damage I take while performing the kite though, right? If his warhounds just like massacre me, it's sort of awkward. And sort of getting corralled into this forest here is not the greatest either. I might have to abandon the kite early, but I'll test it out. We'll see. You know, I still got a lot of wagons here. The blue fire though is a little bit painful, but I think we're still dishing more pain than we're taking by a fairly large margin, right? Maybe like maybe slightly smaller than large margin, but like a decent margin. It's an active defense. It's an active defense. Is that what it's actually called? It's not called long-term kite. Guerrilla warfare. Yeah, you know, we're in the forest too. That is like perfect for guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare with war wagons. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now the thing is, I just need to buy me some distance and some open space. So I need to sort of make a big loop around. It depends on how many guys they have in the forest. I recall the AI sending a few guys in the forest. But as long as it's not trolls, the wagons should probably be able to beat them. There we go. Sick. And then once the mobility is down, life gets way easier. Or we use up all the ammunition on the wagons, which is also fine. They will, let's be honest, they will probably use all of their ammunition, but it's okay. I think they'll use up all their ammunition before the trolls go down, but yeah, there we go. AI's a little bit slow to the draw on the interception. And if I can make it out with even a few grenade launchers, I think we good. Alright. Yeah, there's no more guys here. Okay, very nice. Very nice. So that means I just gotta spam click my way out. Force path it. Force path it up. Get out of the trees. And then nice. Open field, people. We did it. We did it. The AI ultra-wide formation has failed them. Alright. Sick. This is Warhammer, not Kite Hammer. What is that? You could say that for anything. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'm playing, you know, I'm playing the Dark Elves, and just be like, this is Warhammer, not Dark Elf Hammer. What is this? What is this? I always found that you're very likely joking, but I think almost certainly joking. But I always found that argument hilarious. Anytime people anytime people like talk about multiplayer and like how the rules should be made, and then it's just like they just say like, ah yes, the like the whole argument is basically like the title of the game determines exactly how it should be played and what the right way of playing it is. It's like, it's such a, because the thing is, right, you guys are probably joking, but I've heard it as a legitimate argument before, where it's like, oh man, I don't know. Like the whole like, oh, it's called Total War, not Total Peace. Like the people who seriously make that argument is like, I guess, you know, that's not actually the argument they're making. They're just using it as a shorthand, very likely, right? But oh man, it's such a, oh man, it's like, I don't know how to I don't know what to make of that. You should only use dwarf hammers. Yo, actually, yeah, that'd be a fun challenge. The only hammer challenge, that'd be great. Yeah, I don't know. I have a great, I take great offense to bad argumentation, chat. I really can't. I just really can't. Nice streams. Thank you. Thank you. A proper Warhammer battle involves two armies standing in front of each other and then smashing themselves in the face. I understand the appeal of that. I'm not gonna lie. I do understand the appeal of that. I do enjoy a good face smashing, as we have seen. It's Magic the Gathering, not Mono Red the Gathering. Oh boy, yo, Magic. Yo, I wish I could get more into Magic the Gathering. It's the same reason why I'm not that more into Warhammer Tabletop. Just prohibitively expensive. So expensive to get into Magic. I guess, like, you know, you can budget it. You know, you can buy used cards. You can just like buy a single deck and stuff. But like, when you have games, like, you know, when you have, because the thing is, right, that's a single deck, and then I can buy all of the Warhammer expansions and like all the DLC for the price of like a couple Magic the Gathering decks. It like does not compare. Does not compare in the slightest. Magic the Gathering, like, you know, people talk about how Warhammer is expensive to get to buy all the DLCs and play Immortal Empires. Imagine like trying to be tournament competitive in Magic. Although who knows, right? Or I guess you guys might know. But for me, I don't know enough about Magic. How much does it cost to be tournament competitive in Magic? Can you get by with only owning, like, you know, 2 or 3 decks, and then you buy, like, you know, an extra deck like once a year or something? Or does it tend to be, you know, hella expensive? This is something that I haven't actually explored very much, as I just never really got into Magic lately. You could pirate Warhammer. Okay, well, yeah, that doesn't answer the question, though. You can pirate Warhammer for free. You can also get your own cards, like, okay, yeah, you can play it. You can play with your imagination too. Like, that doesn't like, obviously you can get it done for cheap. I'm saying like that doesn't get us anywhere in this conversation. Like, I feel like you know, pirating Magic the Gathering, like, you know, or like drawing your own Magic the Gathering cards doesn't open up the opportunities for me to get into the game, and obviously I wouldn't be able to play in tournaments and stuff either. It also wouldn't, the feel of the cards wouldn't be as great, and of course, like, you know, if you're cool with pirating, then, like, you know, the discussion is sort of beyond you, I guess. If you're cool with pirating, then that sort of doesn't matter. But like, also for me, Warhammer, I don't consider most online media to be expensive enough to be worth pirating. Like, for me, I'm just like, might as well just buy it, right? You know, like, I don't care if other people are pirate games, but like, for me, I feel like I don't have to do that. I feel like I finally, you know, I'd rather just eat beans. I'd rather just eat cheap, you know. 3D print every card. That requires a 3D printer though. Commander decks can run into the multiple thousands to be competitive. Oh my gosh. You know what I love? You know what I love though? This is more just the situation. I'm not trying to make a statement here. I love how the very common thing you see about people when they talk about companies is how greedy they are and how much they penny pinch. When they themselves are very, very like, you know, very, very in tune with trying to find the cheapest things possible and buy things as cheap as possible. The obvious retort to that is the fact that they're companies and we are but consumers, which I understand. I still think it's hilarious though. It's like people are so adamant about companies being like, yo, companies are always trying to squeeze me out of my money. Now, where is the cheapest thing I can find this thing? Can I get it for free? Because if it's free, I'm getting it. I think it's just, yeah. It's a funny, like, you know, I understand the idea, you know. Companies, it's like, yeah, companies, you know, they should, like, maybe the companies bear the responsibility of pricing and not the consumer. Like, I get it, but it's so, I just think, yeah, it's, Is there an argument that can turn my mind the other way on this? Because if you think about it, right, the consumer also has money. There's people who definitely have the money, like, there's people who have the money to buy things that will also still pirate. And then there's also the idea that companies, like, let's say you have a company that if they reduce the prices of their games, they will go under, like they will go bankrupt, right? Does that mean now the company has the right to make their games expensive? Then it's like, oh, like let's say you have to pay employees, right? Can you still maintain the moral right if, can you still maintain the moral high ground if you consider that companies are paying for people's salaries? Hey, Dom A, welcome to, or not welcome, but thank you for staying as a deckhand for 11 months. This is a sort of a legitimate question, I guess, because this is what I mean by everything is sort of more gray than you'd expect. This is like a proper thought experiment, right? Let's see, what does chat have to say? Companies are there to make money. If they don't like it, don't buy the product. There's that too. Like, there's the whole like consumers should balance out things. Flat rate fee for a game, though, that's totally legit. Yeah, you know, I think, you know, it's almost like, oh my gosh, Dom 8 upgrading for Deck Gunner? Dang, thank you very much, man. That is a lot. Here, I'll see if I can get you a settlement. We'll find a good border settlement to where we'll constantly be trading you back and forth. In my mind, right? In my mind, here's my take, all right? And this is not, this is, you know, but a single take from me, not like super well thought out. So if you disagree, that's totally fine. My understanding is, look, customers are going to be sleazy. Companies are going to be sleazy, all right? It's like, you look out for yourself and you play in the system. And it's fine, right? Like, you know, you can pirate games and like, you know, if it's there, it's like, yeah, like, I'm not going to say you should pirate games, but I'm saying, like, if you do pirate games, it's like this is something that companies account for, right? And the consumers, they sort of check themselves too, right? You know, like you don't, like, you know, you should look at reviews and stuff, right? And keep the companies in check. This is a very sort of capitalist approach to it, right? There's obviously situations where it's like, you know, if people are getting debated into like spending all their money on gambling, obviously that's bad, right? These like edge cases, that's for the government to solve. But like, you know, when I see a company price a game in a way that seems like bad for the consumer, right? I think either it's a situation where the government gets involved, right? Because it's a situation where like capitalism's not working as well. Government steps in to make sure it fixes the flaws there. or the consumer, like, you know, like it should, like, it's like don't buy it, or like or the company's pricing it right. Because the thing is, like, the company as a company, right? Like, you know, they obviously need to make money. So it's not like you're just gonna ask them to price it for less, right? Unless, you know, well, it's games, right? This is in the realm of games specifically. For games, it's... Oh, I forgot to rename the settlements. For games, it's fine, right? For essential goods, obviously, we gotta be much more careful. But for games, you know, consumers can do what... Consumers can look out for themselves and companies can look out for themselves. Minus, you know, advertising to children and all that stuff, right? But, like, you know, for us, right? For the vast majority of people commenting, they're probably looking out for themselves more than like, you know, they're not thinking about like, oh, is this bad for like for children? Like, is this getting children to spend money that they shouldn't be? No, most people that complain about prices are like, I want to save money for me, right? So I think it checks out. I think it checks out. Fair is fair, right? Is that let's see here. What does chat have to say? People realize they can just not buy things, right? Ah, man, if only. Well, the thing is, a lot of people do realize that, right? The vast majority do. It's probably just like the really, you know, just the vocal people that really, that don't, right? Because, you know, most people are pretty reasonable. Like, you go up to a guy on the street, they'll recognize it. I guess I'm mostly just complaining about the very vocal amount of people that will get up in arms about this. Enticity, black lines, please. All right, sick. I'll get you he on the black lines. I think so. I think so. Predatory practices are the only thing I have an issue with. Yeah. Like, what for predatory practices, in my mind, right? It's sort of like, I really like the idea of sort of systems handling that, like the government handles predatory practices. Like, you know, it's like laws around like alcohol and drugs and stuff, right? Government steps in and says like, hey, you know, this is a situation where like basic consumerism does not help things, right? So like, no, like they put the boot down on that, right? But like the whole, like, you know, 'cause it's like with cheating, right? It's like with cheating in Warhammer. Imagine if, think about it this way, right? In multiplayer tournaments, which we have one later today, imagine if people said that, like, hey, people who are cheating in tournaments, right? They should, you know, they should just, they should not cheat. That's very bad. They shouldn't cheat, right? That doesn't change anything, right? If you actually want them to stop cheating, you write the rules to make them not cheat, right? But then, like, the players themselves, right? The goal of the players is to try and win. So, like, they will often play very close to the edge of the rules, and sometimes you will run into rule disputes. But I think the proper solution for that isn't, like, a culture around not cheating. I think the proper solution is to just write better rules. And I feel like similar situation for selling games and such. It shouldn't be like, you know, it should be like, oh, like, it's like, we need a culture around... you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Let's see here. Games like Diablo are the crown of predatory games. Yeah, I guess there's a bit of, like, the thing is, it's like, yeah, the whole predatory gaming thing is like, oh man, yeah, that's like the weird stuff about games where it's like, how close can we get it to gambling? Although I feel like games are still pretty, well, I don't know, I guess it depends, right? I haven't looked into the realm of gambling in games. I feel like that topic's beyond me. You know what? No comment on that, I guess. No comment on that. I'm just not gonna comment. And you know what? I think that's the sign to move on, because I also don't trust chat to really comment on that. Let the Empire handle it. Call in France. Pro strat.
Eager for battle. Outriders, in the name of
CS:GO crates for basically straight gambling. That's the thing. I don't know where the line gets drawn, right? I don't know where the line gets drawn. Yeah, I don't know. This goes into the realm of very complicated issue that I have not researched at all. So I'll give it a pass. I'll give it a pass. What do we talk about though? What do we move on to? Do you guys have any idea what DLC we'll see next? Oh no, do you have any like crazy insight? I feel like we've already said everything that needs to be said. I'm like skimming chat right now.
Moving now.
But yeah, anyways. I'll end it off on this. Yes, I think predatory practices is something to really consider, and that is a very important topic. I think it is very different from a company deciding to price their game, you know, like I say Warhammer, right? Warhammer charging all of their DLCs and all of their games for, let's say, like $400 total is very different from predatory practices. I think that's the problem, right? That's the problem. Every time people talk about, because the thing is, it's really hard to talk about I'm bringing it back, you know, I'm bringing it back. It's very hard to talk about normal game pricing without it devolving into people bringing up predatory practices, right? It's like the topic is changing, right? You know, you start off with something that is pretty easy to argue against, and then it ends off with like, oh, you know, but like, what about predatory practices, right? It just so easily shows up. Because like in the end, right, it's like, because like you just want people to stop complaining about like the $20 markup on games nowadays. But then it becomes a conversation about how and this is my fault too, right? I don't think it's a problem with people. I think it's just because the topics are so close to each other. But like, it becomes so easy to just like transition there, and then people forget about the fact that, like, you know, the whole we probably shouldn't be, like, you know, the whole like plus $20 on games doesn't matter. I don't know. The thing is, I want to keep reading chat to check myself, but I'm so far behind on chat that it's very hard to to actually go and catch up while also trying to manage this army at the same time. Here, I'll do a big chat catch up, and then we can move on with our lives. And then we can move on. Okay, nice. There we go. I think that's another L. But if I retreat now, there we go. Retreat with these guys, and then I think chaos is worn down enough where we get the W. Okay, what's going on in chat? Let's see here. Yeah, the $70 now for PS5 games. My bad, $70. Isn't that keeping up with inflation though? Ah, whatever. Let's see here. I don't know. I feel like I'm so like, I see $70 for games. I think it's because of sort of the income situation I'm in right now. As someone who's like trying to run a business, I see $70 and it's like, okay, yeah, like $70, you know, plus $10 for a game sucks. But like, when you consider that rent is like $1,000 something, why does that, you know? It's like, imagine if rent worldwide dropped by like, you know, if your rent went down by 1%, that would offset all of these minor expenditures by so much. $50 in 2015 is worth $60 today? Dang, that's crazy. Bad maths. Oh.
I will marshal the band.
Yeah, anyways, let's move on. What do I have here? We have a million battles. How do you guys feel about the Skaven? Anyone who's okay? I'm gonna hard shift the topic now because I think I basically caught up with everything in chat. It's not that bad because of the content God of War has in it. Yeah, if it's worth it to buy, then it's worth it to buy. I think it just sucks if you fall in the category of people where it's not worth it to buy. I'm pro Skaven. I hate Skaven. I feel like the Skaven endgame is pretty easy. Has anyone fought both the Skaven endgame and Chaos? Has anyone... Oh, no, not Chaos. And the Vampire Counts? Compared to the Vampire Counts endgame, how do you compare the Skaven endgame? Because I feel like nothing compares to the... I feel like nothing compares to the Vampire Counts endgame. That one feels like it is just more difficult than ever. Vampire Counts endgame feels like it is like 3 times stronger than any other endgame. Is that just me? Oh, I forgot. Hee. Here, have some black lines, why don't you? And then we'll slam in Dom A. Slam you in as Swords of Ulrich, and you get this element. Sick. Vampire Counts endgame equals zombie apocalypse. It's sort of true, right? The more kills they get, the more they bring in. That is sort of how the zombie apocalypse works.
Huntsman General.
It's so weird. I'm Oh wait, no, never mind. Vampire Counts is easily 5 times stronger than any other, but Skaven Pyres are the hardest. Really? Oh, Skaven Vampires are the hardest. I see. Anyone fear the dwarves? I guess like most of you guys probably know how to fight the dwarves at this point though, right? Especially if you just lightning strike range spam them. I feel like I probably have a harder time versus dwarves than most other people. Although who knows, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Have you guys noticed that I've been having a disproportionately hard time versus dwarves compared to other people? Because the thing is, dwarves die to single entities really hard, right? I'm pretty sure like your usual like single entity blob can kill them. It might just be an Empire issue, although I feel like Hellstone rocket batteries probably do fine. You like the Skaven endgame? Should have had more Undercity stuff than it does. Yeah, I thought it would have more Undercity stuff. I've noticed that the Skaven Empire hasn't really like, you know, it feels like after the initial situation, it's just sort of a normal endgame. Like I haven't noticed that many armies. I haven't noticed like super crazy amounts of tech or anything. They're sort of just, you know, it's very similar to just any other endgame. At least the vampire endgame, you know, the extra, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if vampire counts are normally this crazy, but the vampire counts endgame is like, feels distinctly different in just the number of armies that they get. Though, it just might be because of vampire counts mechanics. The thing is, I haven't fought a proper vampire counts, like, you know, just a late game vampire counts army in a long time. It's always been the end game, so I don't actually know. Vampire endgame is difficult because their armies don't die. Isn't that normal from how they are normally, though? Isn't that just normal, you know, vampire counts shenanigans? Because the thing is, the end game, the only thing that it does is it researches their text. So it doesn't make them that much stronger, right? It's their tech tree. I guess usually most campaigns people don't get it to the point where they research everything. That would be my guess. Nice. Skaven attacked me. Steam tanks are alive though. I don't know what's going on with those steam tanks, but they just refuse to die. And then over here. Now this is a fort battle. I think it is worth playing this one. Vampire counts don't revive that often. So does the endgame actually boost vampire counts dead rise again? Is that actually an endgame thing, or is that a tech tree thing? Because my impression is that it's just a tech tree thing, and that most people are used to them not having their full tech tree. Fighting them on turn 85. Maybe 4 units out of 20 come back, not half or more. Interesting. So Hadcam, you're saying, well, that's, do they research all of their text by turn 80 though? I know the AI have faster tech research, but I don't know if it's that slow or that fast. Let's see, what do we have here? Here's all their single entities. Nice. I think we probably just, I think I goon out this force on the get-go. And then we good. Skaven endgame is the hardest, especially Ikit with his workshop. Oh, does Ikit get all of his workshop upgrades with the endgame? That's hilarious. I can see how that would make Ikit Claw fairly strong. Does that mean he gets nukes for days? I was thankful. I was lucky enough to have Ikit Claw die to Belagar early on, where his nuke spam never really became an issue. The other endgame sort of just put him in his place. I did have that one weird instance though, where the clan rats had 50 melee attack. Still don't know exactly what went on there. But straight up, his clan rats had 50 melee attack. It was crazy. I don't know if it was like a banner or something or what. Maybe magic. Did you see the Forest Spirit Doom stack where Wood Elves have reduced leadership? Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that Doom stack. It's one of those Doom stacks that I think takes too much setup. I vastly prefer Doom stacks that you can get in a, you know, that you can get early game, right? Like I prefer weaker Doom stacks that you get in the early game, because the thing is, by the time you have a full 20 stack of heroes, you've probably won the campaign. And if you haven't won the campaign yet, it means that you've probably wasted a bunch of money on a full stack of heroes, right? Like a full 20 stack of heroes is pretty excessive. Like super early on, right? Because it's like, the thing is, it's so expensive, right? You're spending like, each hero is like 350 gold, right? At 350 gold a hero, like, you know, the stack will basically kill everything, but like, you know, like if you look at this army, right? A grenade launcher war wagon mix with like 5 heroes will basically get the job done in every other situation. And I can afford 2 of these instead of just the 1 leadership doom stack. But like, you know, if you really want an unkillable army, like I think it's still cool though. Like I think it's still great. I just probably won't be using it. Tomb Skaven? Did I say Tomb Skaven? They might have put points into the red line skill tree. Does the red line skill tree actually have buffs for clan rats? I forget. Oh, whoops, these guys have skirmish mode on. Would you look at that? Yeah, can you actually, is that a thing? Is that like, is that a common, is that like a common occurrence for clan rats to be 50 melee attack? Because maybe I'm just out of touch and I don't know, you know. And I'm like, I don't realize that it's actually pretty easy to get there. This battle should be pretty chill, I think. AI is progressing quite slowly. We do have to be careful with this Globadier stuff. Let's see here. Where can I get my grenade launchers to get work done? I think this bridge will be pretty sick. Yeah, the biggest problem is probably the single entity. So we have like a bunch of doom wheels here. And my lord can only get so much work done before he gets pummeled. You're not gonna win this. I take that as a challenge. I feel like we win this off the war wagons. Am I crazy? It's like a single 20 stack of Skaven. This is like isn't this supposed to be pretty chill? Am I greatly mistaken? Good luck. I'm gonna go to sleep now. All right, peace out. Peace out. My research rate is 415%. Dang. And I haven't finished my tech tree yet. What turn are you on? Rip your hero? Yeah, he's gone, but that's fine. We didn't need him.
The winds blow.
I guess, you know, he's good for a punishment, but like, it's all good, it's all good.
Withdraw!
Looks like the war wagons are doing decent.
Formation march!
A fairly okay job. Grenade launch is doing great. These guys are sort of stalling over there. Yeah, I feel like we're in a good place.
Sigma,
85 turns. Okay, yeah.
Sigma calls.
It depends on the tech, on the faction though, right? Some factions can research a lot faster than others.
Sigma
I think. I'm pretty sure CA haven't balanced all the tech trees to finish at the same time, right? And then of course there's like variances in research rate. I feel like AI, even if they are boosted, I feel like they'd only be done all their research at like maybe closer to turn 200 maybe. 200's a bit too late. Like I'm almost done by turn 200. I guess by turn like 120-ish maybe. That would be my guess, but I don't know what buffs the AI actually gets for research. So who knows?
Outriders!
Also, for those of you no faith, I believe we have won this. I believe winning this has been achieved.
Burn everything
Steel technology should literally steal technology.
to battle!
Nobody could abuse this. You know, I like the idea of steel technology being abusable like that. You just like shut down their technology upgrades by constantly stealing. It would certainly make steel technology pretty valuable and worth doing. Like I feel like a lot of the times right now you don't have that many reasons to have your heroes outside of your armies. A proper like the thing is it's so hard to recognize the impacts that you make on the AI though. Because the thing is like you can steal technology for the AI, but like it's really hard to tell what they didn't get. You know what's silly? Oh, here, steal technology, but it actually makes it where they don't get their upgrades from technology. Is that what you mean? Because that would be hilarious. That would actually be hilarious. So like for like 3 turns, all of their armies just don't get technology upgrades. That would be pretty insane and OP. It should, I guess, if they made it only... Okay, so steal technology.
Take the ground!
Steal technology, but it only affects that one army, so not faction-wide.
Ready!
That would be so strong, though. That'd be like a full, like a super crazy army-wide debuff. I guess that would be too strong in the late game.
Faster!
Although it would give a very good reason to use steal technology in the late game.
Seething
It's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. Sounds like something you'd see in a mod.
for the air!
Hero actions should be free. Hero actions, I find, they do a little bit more than nothing, but they're definitely not worth their gold a lot of their time. The weird thing that I find about hero actions, though, is that they sort of, I'm not a big fan of them. I feel like hero actions, it's like in the late game, it uses so much sort of APM, right? I feel like I'm wasting so much time managing my heroes. I'd rather just embed all of them. So, my sense on hero actions, honestly, is just like remove them or make them something that you use very rarely. So like maybe make them stronger and then make them more, maybe make them stronger, but then they can only use them like once every 10 turns or something. Three points in Redline skill tree gives +6 melee attack for clan rats, 7 chevrons is another 5. But clan rats do not have 40 melee attack, so that means that the math doesn't add up. There would need to be, there needs to be something else that's boosting it. I feel like maybe it was a banner. I didn't see a banner icon. I like the Realms of Chaos because it made me have campaign heroes. The Realms of Chaos for campaign heroes? Oh, for like shutting down portals? I guess that was a fairly good use of them. And yeah, block army's good in an emergency, but like, it's so expensive. Like basically the way I use heroes is that I have my heroes in my army and then I send them out of the army to do hero actions. That's sort of how I don't get burnt out on doing a million hero actions in the late game. Secure influence. Oh yeah, secure influence is pretty sick. This is on the sea. If I kill this army now, is that a, I might be able to kill this army now? Huh. This is a weird situation. I do have a lot of grenade launchers. If their thunderers are in the wrong position, I win this instantly. If they're well defended, we're screwed, but I feel like in the right position, this should be a pretty easy battle. And usually the AI is pretty bad about their positioning. Okay, nice. Full surround, too. Just beautiful map for it. Note, AI gets X2 cheats if they're obscured by Fog of War. What do you mean by that? I feel like secure influence is quite literally cheese by design. Honestly, it's sort of weird at this point. I feel like, I don't know if... does anyone know... Has CA ever actually come out and said if cheese is like like, you know, if allowing for cheese is one of their core gameplay design things? And if so, like, what is cheese in the eyes of CA and what isn't cheese? Okay, we deployed a little bit too close, and the Thunderers were indeed safe. So we're gonna use these side guys to flank them up, and I think that should do it. Yeah, does anyone know CA's stance on it? Are they just like, are they accepting of cheese? Are they oblivious to cheese? Cause I can't put my finger down on it. It's too inconsistent. Because they definitely leave in a lot of stuff. Maybe it's just like they just draw the line somewhere. So like in some instances it's fine, in some other instances it's not fine. But it's very hard to tell. Because there's definitely a lot of mechanics that you can like abuse very, very hard. They're nerfing cheese left and right. Yeah, from what I've seen, like especially the changes to... Wow, I'm getting destroyed this battle. I'm getting destroyed this battle. Oh, this is a bad idea. I needed my cavalry, and I should have positioned better behind their army. I guess the trees also helped them out a bit. Okay, you know what? I'm willing to accept this as a bad idea. They changed their minds after Warhammer 2 somewhere along the line. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, we lost the battle. I believe we can still shenanigans them. Or maybe even win the battle if I'm lucky, but I think that's fairly unlikely at this point. Instead, I will settle for said shenanigans. We're just gonna park here, right? Do a little bit of poke damage. Do a little bit of poke, and then we run off the battlefield. Nice and simple, like. Oh, jeez. Fun before balance back in my day. Sort of. I feel like I bet someone could find a million instances where balance was put before fun and there's a lot. Here's the thing. Fun before balance doesn't mean we shouldn't balance it. So I don't think it actually changes the argument very much. Although I understand what you're getting at. There's a lot of people that are gung-ho about pure balance. Yeah, I don't know, I think, let's see, for the cheese side of things, I don't know. Because the thing is, right, if you're playing a strategy game, it's very hard to not have mechanics that are exploitable in one way or another, right? There will always be a best strategy, but it's like, how balanced should all of the strategies be? I think the imbalance is quite high when it comes to Warhammer. But, despite that, the game is still fun on many fronts. I think where they're at right now, honestly, though, is pretty much fine. Like, obviously, they could allow for more cheese, but, like, if they crack down on it, and this is me coming from my perspective as a player who doesn't cheese very often. So, you know, I'm less qualified than most, I guess. I'm less qualified than most because, like, you know, for me, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I guess CA just they should listen to the players and probably just listen to the players and their own instincts and the developers. More balance doesn't equal more fun. Very often, more balance doesn't equal more fun. Yeah, it's true. Although devil's advocate, balance can lead to more fun a lot of the time. There are many instances where balance does in fact lead to fun. Though, it's definitely not the golden rule. Let's see, where is Gorst at? Is he spamming armies from here? Looks like no. Very nice. I've said it both sides of the argument because there are multiple sides to the argument.
Let's go.
For me though, I honestly couldn't care either way how CA goes about it, you know. Crack down on cheese, it's fine. Don't crack down on cheese, it's fine. Because, like, at the end of the day, I'm just, you know, I'm just chilling playing France campaign. Although, for me, the difficulty has to be there. CA have definitely done some choices. And I guess this isn't really about cheese, but they have definitely made some choices that make the game easier. For, like, it just makes the game easier. Like, you know, if they... Like, the weirdest thing in my mind... Back in the day when they made supply lines way weaker without introducing more difficulty. So it felt to me like they just removed legendary difficulty. That doesn't relate to cheese though, so I shouldn't be just dive bombing off topic, should I?
Huntsman General.
Eat the cheese, it's salty. I eat the cheese sometimes. Sometimes I go full on I go whole hog on the cheese. I'm not like cheese averse, you know. I enjoy a little bit of spice.
Following Sigmar's path.
It's just that I'm fine without it. This is okay, we got the trolls coming. Man, my poor northern provinces, man, they got annihilated. I feel like they make it more easy for reviewers. I can see that. I can see that. I'd be careful about that though, because it's too easy to make a statement like that without actually knowing what's going on behind the scenes. It's a theory. It's a theory, but it is just a theory. A game theory. I used to watch a lot of game theory, but I don't really do that much anymore. Okay. Lots of Skaven slaves.
Huntsman General.
I'm gonna... Can I retreat back to my settlement real quick?
Get a move on.
No, we're boned. All right. Looks like I'm getting ambushed today. Hi. All right, that's a problem.
Yes.
We have a problem again, people. We have a lot of Skaven incoming, and if they manage to get an ambush there, it's sort of awkward. So. Let's see if I can figure out a solution for that real quick. My war wagons over here or elsewhere. Watch a lot of game theory. Oh, it was a YouTube channel, yeah. It was a YouTube channel. But I think it's natural. It's natural to move on from YouTube channels. For a multitude of reasons. Huh, okay, interesting. Good battle, good battle. I think, it's a valiant defeat, right? So it should be pretty chill. Like, I just get rid of these guys and then do it like this. Much better. We lose some grenade launchers, but nothing that we can't re-recruit, I believe. Yeah. Okay. The Black Lions? Oh, the Black Lions. I see. The ROR war wagons. I'm sure they'll be safe, man. They'll be fine.
It will be done.
They'll be totally fine. Trust me. Trust me. Your Black Lions will totally be safe.
Forward.
You can safely hop off the stream and not pay attention to them.
So?
I'll save you the pain and suffering of watching them die. Yeah, no, they're totally dead. They're 100% dead, but there's not really much to do about it. Other than, I guess, we could retreat. We could retreat back. Maybe there's a little bit of that I can do. Here for the 100,000 Imperial Prestige theme. Oh, more than 100,000. We're almost at 1 million, man. I'm moving on from Anticity's YouTube channel. Well, you know, we're talking about channels getting samey. I'm here playing Fran's campaign for the forever, man. It's actually just Fran's campaign for life. It is endless. The endless tide of Fran's campaign. It is as endless as the dwarves. Okay, I feel like this army here is not really needed anymore. And what I should be doing is getting more guys. Getting more guys against the Skaven. Let's see. It is basically just Skaven here now, but then there's this army. Oh, it's such a tough cookie to crack.
I will marshal the men.
But this is the one. It is the one. I swear it. Sword of Cain. Yeah, Fran stopped caring about his troops after he got the Sword of Cain. And in the same way, I also stopped caring about the troops.
Flame on. Onwards.
Thing is, I could recruit another army, but I don't think I'm making enough to recruit another army. You know what? Here's the play. We're gonna lose these guys. I know I lost a wizard, but he'll respawn somewhere soon enough. We lose these guys. And then I get an army like here. I feel like that's the play. Or maybe not there. Where can I recruit from? Another one at Altdorf, I guess? Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So, like, I feel like we do this. Get another army at Altdorf. And then use this guy, because like this army's doing great down here in the south, and I feel like I would want a similar army to get the work done here. First things first, though. Wizards, chat. Wizards, get your wizards out. Here, I'll do I'll just let's see here. Death, let's see, life, shadows, and I don't know. What do we not have a lot of? Light. Had cam. I want to be a wizard. We actually have quite a few slots for wizards. What do you guys think? We got some good options. Fire. I'm seeing life. I'm seeing 65% life. Alright, chat. Chat being vanilla today. Okay. Is there like a higher level place I can get wizards at? Or is Altdorf the place for wizards? I feel like there was. Nah, maybe I'm just wrong. I think I'm just wrong. Okay, yeah, Altdorf is the place for wizards. And okay, it doesn't matter. They're all gonna be max level anyways, right? Doesn't really matter, because everyone's sharing experience now. There we go. Fun fact: there's an auto-assigned skill levels button, chat. Heavens to get the comments going. We can get some heavens later. And then another mass murderer joins the Empire. It's really weird that Jade wizards are the wizards with the most kills. Probably a little bit of imbalance there. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna name names or anything, but probably a bit of a sign. Let's see, what am I getting here? I think I want to upgrade this. Upgrade this and give it another blacksmith. Honestly, I feel like global recruit could be higher. I know I have stupid amounts of global recruit, but I am spending it all almost every turn, so let's just amp up that global recruit like a madman. And to see, was it a yes or no on the wizard thing? Had cam, I'm just gonna, I'll reserve the wizards for now. I feel like I don't want to, the thing is, the supply and demand doesn't check out.
Ready.
It doesn't check out. I feel like all the wizards would get taken up quite quickly. You know, at least the units I can spam them out 24/7, but yeah. Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Bring me to my men.
Let's see, what are we looking at here? I think we just set up for the next turn. Hype. Them Slanesh cultists. Don't I have my camera settings so that it doesn't zoom in on them? Did I screw that up? Wait, 1 second. Oh, dang. Yep, there they go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Rip. You know, maybe I should have just auto-resolved. I know what's in this army. I know what's in this army! Yeah, Skaven are butts. You know, I guess I didn't realize. I was talking about how Skaven are pretty easy to fight. And then it's like, we're just gonna get ambushed 24/7. I need to just... The thing is, it's not that hard to counter. We just sit in our settlements, but... Warp grinders. The thing is, I have so much artillery. Warp grinders would end me. Do the electoral units benefit from redline skills? I think they do. Okay, what are we looking at here? So steam tanks want to book it. Does probably want to book it. Maybe we can... Actually, they do have a... They have a lot of artillery just sort of chilling. Okay, now everyone's dead, though. I should have autoed. I should have autoed. Oh, no. Here, I'm gonna kill off their... I'm gonna kill off a little bit of their artillery before we head on out, alright? I can get some damage on them. I can make them bleed mildly. Like, I can give them a paper cut. There we go. We've done it. We've done it. We've successfully... Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the mutant rat ogre. He's resetting my cooldowns. Okay, there we go. Just book it. Run! The thing is, they can probably keep on chasing me here too, so I think this army's just dead. Though, you never know. Oh, steam tank got re-aggroed. Rip. Oh man, the retreat. I don't know why units stop retreating when they get attacked. That feels weird. Rip steam tank. Mission failed successfully. Not really. We only did a bit of damage. There was an expensive garbage army anyways, right? Like 3 steam tanks, 5 artillery pieces. What is this army? It's a pretty not great army, right? Tzeentch halted me 900 hours in the game. Oh. You managed to avoid Tzeentch after 900 hours. That's a significant amount of time. Rip. I feel like Tzeentch maybe it's just because you haven't bordered him very often. Anytime I feel like I get close to a Tzeentch faction, my settlements are just constantly getting swapped. Where is this? Oh, that's the southern area, okay. Good riddance, funds for a better army, yeah. And you know, we lose the Black Lions, but that's okay. I don't think the Black Lions got a single kill. Not a lot of these guys got a single kill, really. Let's see here. Public growth, 80 growth. 80 growth is nice. Public order means I might not have... The thing is, public order is so temporary. Sure, public order is pretty fine throughout the Empire right now. Okay, this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. What is going on here? When I thought I had the vampire counts figured out, the Skaven have re-rallied against us. Okay. Alright. Big think time, chat. Village gave me Chaos Spawn. It's weird. Village feels like... Village, he just likes spreading the love of Chaos Spawn. He's just a big fan of Chaos Spawn. Okay, so what are we looking at here? To me, I see before me an exposed vampire count settlement. This is good. This is good. What we have, right, is I can probably take out Vlad's settlement here next turn, which is good for France. I guess unless the Skaven kill me, which you never know. But we do have ambush defense, right? Carrick Ungor is probably gonna go down. Then this madness. Now there are a lot of Skaven slaves there. It's not like it's a full maxed out, you know, death squad or anything. But we definitely want a solution. The dwarves are basically dead, so I can focus on a purely anti-Skaven army. And I feel like the things that'll give them the most trouble is literally the same build I've been running. Okay, wait, can I do something different? Is there a better build versus Skaven? Vermintide? Yeah. Is there a better build I can run? Is there like a halberd gun build I can run that's better? With like artillery to snipe out the bigger threats? Maybe like partial war wagon kite? Maybe even pistolier kite? Honestly, I haven't tried pistolier kite in a while. They are significantly cheaper. Let's see. It depends on what they bring though, right? They have so many different options. War machines, and poison wind, hellstorms. Hellstorms would take too long to recruit though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try out a balanced army, alright? Balanced army, 4 huntsmen, alright? And then screw the war wagons. We're gonna go for a pistolier kite, 5 pistoliers. And then a couple outriders. Yeah, so we have like a little bit of kite, a little bit of range, a little bit of melee. I feel like your infantry will get smoked. I worry about that. I do. I do worry about my infantry a little bit. It's true. Zuffbar going down too. Eeh, jeez. Okay, well, I think this auto-resolves. Okay. Okay, we have a chance. Do pistoliers have enough ammo for big Skaven units? That's what I like to test out. Because they are dramatically cheaper than... They're way, way cheaper than, you know, the usual business, right? Nice. I'll take it. They're way cheaper than sort of war wagons. So I feel like, you know, yeah, if they're cheaper, then they should be great. And I can get more of them. We'll have more armies. They'll be sick.
I serve Sigma.
Man, that's a lot of Skaven.
What orders?
That is so many Skaven. I think we want cavalry though, right? Cavalry's pretty good against Skaven, right?
Warrior of Sigma.
No heavy cav at all against Skaven? No, I have like, you know, normal Empire Knight cavalry.
Into the fray.
Empire cavalry is heavy cavalry, so that's not a problem. Oh, jeez, I keep forgetting. Auto-resolve hates war wagons. You know, if anything, at least I won't have to worry about my guys getting obliterated by auto-resolve. There is that. There is that. I can rest easy knowing that that my guys shall survive.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
Yeah. Man. I think we don't kill Vlad today either. What a shame. What a shame. Upgrade the pistol corpse stat. Yeah. I can get upgrades for them. The thing is, like, they have to be able to prove themselves without upgrades too, right? Okay, nice. Looking okay. Looking kind of decent, right? We have the full army recruitment here. So I should be able to buffer them before they actually spill in and cause that much trouble. I'm not worried about that. The dwarves, though. More dwarves. The Dowie. The Dowie tide is endless. Yeah, this should be able to do it, though. I got a dual squad. The Vlad rise again. Yeah, I got the dual squad here. Between these two armies, I think they keep the dwarves basically at bay. Any worry about undercities? From what I can tell, undercities have been pretty uncommon. I don't know why, but they just like don't show up. Okay, nice. Go here, go here. We get the grenade launchers. And then we figure out the Skaven issue. I think the dwarf issue is like, you know, we have oh, they're everywhere. Have you noticed a difference in AI behavior since a patch? Honestly, not really. It feels like they've been basically the same. Okay, this is fine though, right? I have this army. Did I seriously recruit this guy and forget to recruit units on him? Whoops. Here, we'll give him grenade launchers. Set him up for the Dowie.
True servant of Sigmar.
Lizard men, nice.
Praise Sigmar. The Empire.
But yeah, the patch honestly feels like it didn't change that much. Like, the patch was just sort of like a cleanup patch, you know? We got like some landmark stuff added, which was nice. But like nothing, I didn't really feel like the patch, you know, shook. I don't think it shook things up too much.
Yes, my lord.
It feels very close to same old, same old.
On march.
And then we have the wizard. The wizard can attack movement range. He can get all the way up there, why not? Nice. Don't worry about it. It's just normal wizarding things. It's magic, chat. It's the power of magic. There we go, nice. The fastest wizard. Are you casting later today? Yes, we're going to be casting in about 1.5 hours. So today's not going to be a 10-hour stream, though I will actually be streaming for quite a while. I'm pretty excited to see what the multiplayer, how multiplayer has changed with the new patch.
No.
Okay, sick. If you're a wizard, if I'm a wizard, what lore spells would I cast? Is it bad if I say I cast Slaaneshi magic? Maybe like a Slaanesh net? I feel like, I don't know, as a streamer, does that check out? Does that check out? Because I'm not like, you know, I'm not like, obviously I'm not, at least I don't think I'm making chat swoon over me 24/7. But like what? Blue fire? Like that doesn't do anything. I don't know, like is there anything that's more thematic? I guess I talk about r/Skaven slaves a lot. Not lore of the deep. Well, this is just becoming a what is your favorite magic question though, right? I'm trying to think of like what is a thematic spell. I don't know, summon clan rats. Like what? I don't know, all of them are so offensive. And I'm not a healer, that's for sure. I feel like with how much I talk about r/Skaven slaves, I feel like it would be something Slaaneshi. Lore of Shadows. My job is mostly pretending on knowing what I'm doing. Sick. But Lore of Shadows isn't actually a sneaky lore. That'd be lore of like the Skaven lores. I think you're getting it mixed up. Lore of Sigmar, nice. The only true answer. Technomage Skaven. I'm a software developer, but I'm not that fancy. Okay, here we go. Franz versus a Skaven stack. Interesting. I feel like Franz has a lot of teeth here. You'd be Khorne. You're repulsed by r/Skaven slaves? That's true, that's true. But Khorne does not have no magic. Except for his magic weapons. And the magic sword that appears out of the sky. And the fact that demons are literally made out of magic. But I feel like Khorne's no magic principle is actually more of a like no sneaky shenanigans magic situation, right? You know, I feel like Khorne would be a fan of buff spells, wouldn't he? He'd be a fan of, well, actually, I don't know, even that's a little bit shenaniganry. But like, all the swords are glowing, like, yeah, I don't know. Just sword and exist. No fancy magic. But the swords are on fire. That is not a natural fire. Khorne 100% has magic. I just don't know how it's different from Tzeentch magic. Or he could just be a hypocrite, but I feel like that goes against his rules too, right? Isn't Khorne supposed to be like, you know, super, it's like super honorable or something? Khorne's an honor guy. Khorne uses organic, ethically sourced winds of magic. Nice, nice. That's not where I expected that to be going, but I love it. You know what I really don't like about the Skaven? The fact that they have so many nets. These guys have been netting me up a lot. Here. Okay, nice. Sick. So we'll put these guys on 1. Group them with the grenade launchers. That should be a good idea. Yeah, Corn's a weird one. I don't know what its actual stances are. I'm pretty sure it's just because it's like using magic in a way that is backstabbing, right? But like maybe magic through power is fine for him. You know, so it's like, you know, it's like you can wield a sword, right? Your strength comes from wielding the sword. You know, he's all about strength, but like that doesn't mean you have to punch people to death 24/7. You can win in you know, you can win in combat there. Is Corn a fan of bows? Is Corn a fan of bow and arrows? Because I think that would sort of make more sense, because oftentimes magic is sort of is basically just a glorified bow and arrow. Yeah, is he a fan of throwing your sword? Is that a Corn thing? Or does that break the rules of Corn? The unwritten rules of being a Corn worshipper. Not a huge fan of range, but he doesn't forbid it? Okay, okay. Throwing axes? Oh, that's true, that's true. He has throwing axes, yeah. It's true, yeah. So, you know, cannons. He has skull cannons, you know. Mad Lad's throwing skulls everywhere. Yeah, yeah. Corn has a soft spot for magic and range. He's not super gung-ho about it, but he definitely, you know, he's definitely not fully opposed. Throwing and hitting are the same thing. Just sometimes, yeah, just impatience. Yeah, yeah. Corn definitely would not be a fan of Kite, though, right? Most definitely not. I think I don't even have to ask that. That's pretty clear. What's it? Jeez, Twitch. Oh no, Philip, no, you actually went to the Reddit, no. Okay, nice. So this sort of shows once again that Skaven. Skaven, a little bit scary, but not the end of the world. We can handle some Skaven. Thank goodness. Oh, that's true. Corn doesn't care about where the blood is spilled. But the thing is, right? Magic makes people bleed, you know? Magic makes people bleed. If Tzeentch looks at a guy and the guy explodes, right? Corn does care about that. Or maybe he doesn't care about the blood situation. He just cares that magic was used. But like, I feel like, you know, this... I feel like... I don't know. If Corn truly doesn't care, I feel like magic falls into the bloodshed. Corn is made out of magic? Well, hey, anyone can hate themselves. I feel like, you know, many of us already know about that. He just doesn't like wizards. It's just the wizarding? Oh, okay, okay. Is Corn not a wizard, though? Doesn't he give people flaming swords? That's literally a spell, right? If Corn's casting flaming sword on all of his bloodletters, I feel like Corn's basically a wizard. Call me sacrilegious, but... Mad Lad's casting spells. What are we looking at here? Okay, Valiant Defeat. Maybe we win this. If the settlement's good enough, we can blob them up. To be completely critical, Corn doesn't like magic, so he is... What's this? So he's different from a design point of view? Design point of view. Oh, I forgot. It's not a settlement battle. Whoop. I guess we dead. I guess we just straight up be dead then. Chaos gods are nothing but hypocritical. I guess they are called chaos gods. It's true. Okay, what are we looking at? So we have a bunch of dragon lords, and I have some halberds and a steam tank. This is not gonna be. You know what? Here, we're gonna noob box it. All right. Here we go. There we go. The strongest noob box you've ever seen. Yeah, there we go. All right. So with those guys out of the way, now we just gotta kill off this. What's your victory condition, Enticity? I want to paint the map. I want to paint the map because I feel like I'm still running into problems that I don't know the solution to. And the learning experience is very fun. So, and I'm assuming that that will continue until we've basically painted the map. Now the important question, if my wagons can kite this guy to death, we should be good. Oh my gosh, it's vampire counts with Skaven artillery. Terrifying, terrifying. Okay, looks like the damage is, you know, existent. Pretty good. Nuke box? It's okay. It gets dead. No more nukes. Let's see here. Man, we are so doomed. I guess if the steam... nah, the steam tank can't do anything here. Yeah, the missile resist is too much. It's too much. Unless my captains manage to outduel this guy, which is not an impossibility, actually. The Chaos Gods are reflections of mortals. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, yeah. So it's just... You know, I guess that makes sense, right? Yeah, the Chaos Gods suffer from the same hypocrisy that the mortals do. So, like... It's like a random warrior getting angry at a wizard casting magic on him. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it's basically just like whatever goes is whatever goes. That's how Khorne works. That's how all the Chaos Gods work. That checks out, honestly. Okay, sick. So with all of our buffs, I accidentally used my potion of healing. Whoops. But with all of our buffs, I think over here, right, the Dragon Lord. Perhaps he bleeds. Perhaps he bleeds. I don't think he will, though. I don't think he will. This is looking sketchier by the moment. I should have auto-resolved. I thought it would be a settlement battle. Hey, well, you know, maybe we kill off the Blood Knights, though. That'd be hype. I'd be down for a little bit of Blood Knight killing. Yeah, so, like, we kill off the Blood Knights. Maybe we kill off a Vargul. And then we call it a day. Khorne is my vanilla WoW character. Khorne, or like, or he's a follower of Khorne. If he's full out Khorne, that's pretty beast mode. Although I guess you are just making a joke about getting killed by wizards 24/7. Did warriors have a terrible time in vanilla WoW against casters? Were warriors just super bad in PvP? I never really, my experience in World of Warcraft was a very casual experience. So I don't actually know anything about it, really. If they were frost mages, yes. Oh, okay. I remember I played like a little bit of World of Warcraft PvP, but man, was I bad at it. Okay, this battle did not go very well at all. I guess maybe I can do a little bit of damage on the way out, but this was a botched battle. And we have the Skaven. Things are gonna get rough. Things are gonna get tougher in this campaign until I can figure out better doom stacks. I feel like the buddy system is important, but also I think once Vlad is dead and it's just these Gorse armies, that should free up France pretty well. But yeah, I sort of badly positioned this army. Whoops, cast Flaming Sword, my bad. In vanilla, warriors are pretty garbage. Dang. Oh, goodness gracious me. This was not the best stack against the vampire counts, but I did lose another steam tank, so we will have bank. Let's see, what was the build against the vampire counts again? I'm forgetting. I'm blanking on what the strategy was. I feel like against vampire counts, I said I would go... Like what, mixed builds? Did I actually think mixed builds would win versus? Like halberd spam? And just screw the war wagons? Because it seems like the missile damage isn't cutting it. I feel like it was mixed builds, like a lot of halberds. I think that's what I actually was talking about, because they were spamming cavalry and single entities. So like vast majority halberds, and then like a couple guns. Skip the grenade launchers. Oof. Gorst is showing up. All right. All right, people. We have an issue. We have an issue going on right now. Vampire counts went pedal to the metal. What's this? Slanesh definitely uses apple then. It's with the random apple hate. Okay, what are we looking at? So we have Vlad. Vlad is down to... Like, here's the thing. If I kill him here and here, at least I make it where the only direction Vlad comes from is Karazakarak, right? At least I don't have to worry about him pouring out of the mountains 24/7. But this is a we have a situation. We have a situation. Code G, high alert. Yeah. We have Skaven. Are the Skaven at war with the Counts? No, I forgot the buddies. Yeah, they're mega buddies. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it, my glorious empire. The glorious empire, not like this. First things first, though. I gotta kill off Vlad. I gotta kill off Vlad. That's goal number 1. Like, look at this madness, right? I think if we can give him the death blow here. If we can actually give him the death blow. I think life gets a little bit easier. So, like, take the lair, take over the Fallen King Mountain. And then just, like, buffer with, like, 1,000,000 armies. It was Fran's carry. My bad, I was a minute behind, no problem. A level 50 Frost Mage could be a level 60 Warrior? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay. Oh, right. I feel like the Chaos situation is more stable now, though. Like, I feel like Chaos is sort of fine. I might even want to get a, here, I'm gonna get an Empire Captain. I'm gonna get an Empire Captain, and he's going to just sort of keep Chaos busy. Or no, he's not gonna keep Chaos busy. He's just gonna give vision to see when they're showing up. Then we have this army, of course, right? You know, hunting down Norskins like it's no problem. It's just the Vlad and Skaven problem that I am actively ignoring right now. That is a lot of Frostworms. Look at you, Throg. Frostworm City. Corn is malware. Zinch is ransomware. Nice. And Tessie is about to join the World Championship qualifiers, a new 2 PvP player. No, it's not a bad idea at all. It's actually it's pretty chill. It's like especially nowadays, as fewer people signing up, you have a higher chance of qualifying. But just for the tournament experience, I would say it's worth it. Any tournament is basically worth joining as a good gateway into the multiplayer scene, as long as they're open to all players. Grenades or pistols to kite? I'm trying out pistoliers to kite the Skaven. I prefer grenades versus the heavier infantry factions, but yeah, this is looking sus. Looking hella sus. After all this time, I've yet to figure out how to beat Gorst. I guess it always has been Franz. It's been Franz since the beginning. Franz has always, you know, like, because the thing is, I've always had armies stalemating against the vampire counts with two stacks supporting each other. Franz is the only one that has actually Franz is the only one that's pushed the vampire counts back. And I feel like we gotta rely on him to take out Vlad. What do we got here? Loads of infantry. Perfect. And Tessie, I heard you talk about finding build to try as a new player before. Where do I find them? I don't have any, like, I'd say just look up on YouTube. Look at previous tournaments and copy those builds. When you look back and see one set of footprints on the beach, it's Franz. I think that is probably the most accurate thing, yes, for this campaign. Yeah, it's like a mix of Franz and forts that have hard carried. How did I lose so many of my captains? Have they just been assassinating my captains? The AI. Oh my gosh, we're down to just these guys. It's terrifying. Alright. Here's the play. We march out and meet him, right? We march out and meet the Dragon Lord, and we go and we just play it safe with my mobility. I know there's going to be a lot of guys in my back line, but that's a-okay, because guess what? There's going to be too many of them on the battlefield to field. Yeah, France is basically the only area where we actually make solid progress. I guess we hit like towards the south, that proper doom stack that I made versus dwarves looks like it's doing pretty well. But France is most definitely the main contributor to the empire. Like if you look at all the areas that I've expanded into, and then like look at how many of those places is purely because of France, I think we'd see a pretty heavy skewing towards it being France. Still though, at least the border guard can still hold the borders. That's what's important. And nice. Here we go. So we're running into our first cavalry units. Not a problem, because what we have here is Dwellers Below. And as we all know, Dwellers Below and this Jade Wizard is just the destroyer of worlds. So that should be fine. Dragon Lord going down, height. And then let's keep these guys alive, I guess. Keep these guys alive and just grenade launch into them. Grenade launch them down. Yeah, okay. Alright, not too bad. I might lose a few outrider grenade launchers, but as long as France lives, and I know I've said this many times ago, but trust me, as long as France lives, we're good. You know, you can recruit some randos to help him out after. Alright, how's the Jade Wizard doing? Decent, decent. We have a bit of a blob here, but I'm gonna Dwellers here instead because we have more potential targets to take out. Looks like the bats are down, sick. And I think that's basically all of their flying. Except for random Terrorgeists and reinforcements. Pro strat, you Dwellers your war wagons, because the war wagons don't take because they're allied, they don't take the damage tick of what's it? The dot effect of Dwellers doesn't activate because they're allied. So you just throw it right on top of them and they barely take damage and all the cavalry die. Works decently well. Works decently well. I'm not gonna say it goes amazing, but you know, it gets the job done. Alright, who's number 1 in power ranking right now? Grombrindle. Grombrindle by a fairly significant margin. By a decently significant margin, you know. But yes, Grombrindle. Grombrindle happily sits at his seat, at his throne of power. He is probably going to remain strength rank 1 until the end of this campaign, I believe. There's no corpse cart here, which means that Dwellers should be perfect for that blob. Although there were cavalry here, maybe I should have focus fired them. Too late now, though. Let's see. Can I sort of cane here, maybe? Nah, I want these guys to crumble. Crumbling is now sort of much easier to get, so the shock damage on these guys for that should be a nice sort of advantage for me. Full War Wagon stack and Hellblaster when? If I can find an enemy that's where that works well. That stack needs grenade launchers, but I have a stack that's basically that, just a little bit more modest. Has a few other tools to help out. Are you number 2 in strength rank? No, I think we're 5. Above me is Gorst. We have Gorsty Boy. We also have Vlad. We have Grombrindle. And I think the Skaven are the guys that are above me right now. So we still have a ways to go, chat. We have a ways to go before we are strength rank 2. Should maybe add a Shadow Mage for the Pit of Shades. I had a Shadow Mage before, but I don't have the Winds of Magic for it. This army needs to sit in their, in the Winds of Magic stance for a bit, so I can build that up. Because, yeah, I don't have the reserves. I have the Sword of Cain, though, so that's not a problem. Looks like Vlad, too. Is he bleeding? No, he's not bleeding. Oh, no, he's not bleeding. There's another Tempest ability. Okay, so I think I have just enough. I think I have just enough Winds of Magic for one more Dwellers, right? Franz can keep on fighting Vlad, and they'll just sort of duke it out for a while. That's fine. Maybe I can bring in the Warrior Priest into here, right? Get some buffs going. Maybe get the Thane in there. And then we should be good. Will say, though, those special Tempests. Vampire Count's Tempest is brutal. Okay, nice. There we go. There we go. One more Winds of Magic. Am I down one Winds of Magic? I'm down one Winds of Magic. That's a shame. Alright, so he's gonna have to cast this ability, but I think I need to heal, otherwise he dies, so... a little bit awkward, but... Here, we're gonna cast this. We're gonna cast this. And then we're gonna heal up. So he actually sticks around. And then hopefully we have enough Winds of Magic by the end of it to cast another Dwellers here. If not, it's not the end of the world, because we do have a million grenade launchers. I think if I can just get them to fire into this blob, we're okay. Oh, there goes my wizard. Come on, Vlad. Come on, Vlad, not like this. Look at that corpse cart healing, too. The corpse cart's a pretty big pain. Oh my gosh, we're down. We're down the Winds of Magic. That ain't good. Alright. Alright, let's take stock. Let's take stock. Can I get these guys to crumble away? If I can, right, and reduce their healing by enough. We're still in the clear. But, depends. We're getting a couple grenade shots in here. The Crypt Horrors are doing a good job zoning me out, though. Worst case scenario, you know, we devolve back to the swoop strats. And yeah, I think Franz is gonna have to disengage here. The problem is he's a little bit caught up. Oh boy, Vlad, no! Oh no, we're stuck in a blob with Vlad. That's not good. That's not good. Franz needs a lot of support to kill Vlad. Oh no. Alright, well there's a solid AoE, I guess. Is Franz unbreakable? Franz is unbreakable. Oh no, are we gonna give the Sword of Cain to Vlad? Surely not. If I can crumble away most of these guys, I think we're still safe. I think we're still in the clear. But it will come down to the wire just a little bit. Losing the wizard is pretty rough. I forgot about the Winds of Magic situation. But we will have a Sword of Cain in a second. Come on, Franz. Where's the mass at? I think that I'm not seeing a lot of mass here. Okay, nice. Drop that Sword of Cain. Drop it like it's hot. Maybe kite out the Terrorgeist. Come on, Franz. Push. Push. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, we have a chance. We have a chance, chat. Franz has made it out. We have a Terrorgeist, which we will likely be able to kill. And then we just got a kite. Okay. As bad as it looks, I think it's not over. Anyone know if the Jade Wizard lived, though? Is the Jade Wizard dead, chat? Because the Jade Wizard is pretty important for the next battle after this one. I choose to believe they did. Level 50 Vlad. Yeah. I shouldn't have got myself caught up in there. He's a beast. Level 50 Vlad with the Sword of Cain. Oh boy. It's good though, it's good. We're getting good damage here. We're killing off a lot of their dudes. Francis has to escape these Karen Wraiths, which I think he might be able to. Come on. The slow on the Karen Wraiths is pretty big. Oh my gosh, they're so speedy. 48 speed. Come on. I got a bit of a charge bonus boon there. Okay, nice. Franz is out. Franz is out. We're good. We're gonna use him to kill off this Terrorgeist, and then I think Vlad is the last big single entity. I guess we could technically retreat too. It's not the end. Karen raids. Let's see. This is a terror. That's oh boy. Oh boy. Oh Nelly. Come on, Thane, come back. No, he's full routed. Shame. That's a shame. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Alright, I'm gonna have to reevaluate my armies, man. My armies are taking far too many losses at a time when they should be dominating. I guess the buddy system would honestly probably be good, though. I'm gonna leave this Necromancer alive so he doesn't get replaced with the Dragon Lord. And then we'll just sort of, we'll kill off a bunch of the Grave Guard. And then see what the end turn has for us. You know, maybe the end turn will be better. Oh no.
Yes, sir! Quickly!
You know, maybe France does still win this though. Anyone else feel like maybe there's an off chance that we actually win this? You know what? This is the only guy that heals, right? You know what? Call me crazy. Call me crazy. We might actually win this. We might actually win this. Call me insane. You know what? I feel like we actually have a little bit of a shot here. Think about it this way, right? It's only infantry. It's only infantry. They have no healing. We still have Franz. He's dominating here, right? I think this is winnable. Lots of ammo left. Yeah, I feel like maybe we do got this. Here, all the buffs with the Warrior Priest, right? Kill off that Vargulf real quick. Now, it sort of depends. It sort of depends on how things pan out, you know? Necromancer's going down. Franz, if he dies to the Vargulf, then it's just over, so. So I guess there is that. We do still have a lot of good ammo. A couple Blood Knights that will likely go down. Nice. Focus fire that guy. Another sort of cane. Sick. Right, look at that. Solid volley. Yeah, this is winnable. This is winnable. It's just gonna come down to Vlad, probably. Can I kill a Vlad? Okay, the Crypt Horrors are honestly doing a lot of damage too. Franz sort of getting walled, but I think the Vargulf is dead. Okay, Necromancer's dead. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. I need to save all of my ammo for Vlad. I need to save each and every one of these shots for Vlad. These wagons are the only thing with enough deeps to take that man out. So I'm gonna have to rely on my grenade launchers to kill everything else with Franz. And then yeah, and we just hope that we have enough DPS, and maybe Franz will have enough. Maybe Franz will have enough oomph in him with cycle charging to kill Vlad, with like the Empire Captain support too, right? See what else we got. Karen Knights are killing one of the wagons though. I think killing off the Necromancer Lord was pretty important, because it means that we don't have to deal with healing anymore, right? These guys are basically at the max HP they will be outside of Vlad supporting them. So that's okay. Crypt Horrors are down, so that's the regeneration dead. And then the grenade launchers to kill off the ranged, right? Who knows? Maybe we even army lost Vlad. Is that too optimistic? How much HP does Franz have? 400? Oh yeah, we've won with a 400 HP Franz before. I know it's possible. Yeah. Oh boy, this is gonna be a close battle. It's another one of these battles, chat. Let's get them split up. I have a decent amount of ammunition on my war wagons, and we have 3 heroes left. I'm a man with a mission and a dream. If we win this, it's pretty massive, right? I would love to win this battle. And the grenade launchers are in good health, it's true.
General.
Alright. Is Kane a chaos god? I think that technically all of them like reside in chaos. So I think you might be able to get that by on a technicality, but I'm not sure if, like, you know, Kane is like a vanilla, you know, like vanilla chaos god. Enticity is basically doing a savior disaster battle every battle. At times it feels that way. You have very good different definitions of good health. Yeah, sort of true, sort of true. Now, these are the big menaces. If I can pummel them enough with grenade launchers, kill them off, right? Use Franz. We sadly only have one unit of cavalry, but that's enough to give them some physical resist. I think the infantry are basically... The infantry are a non-problem. Right? The infantry are a non-problem. These guys terror-routing my grenade launchers is a big problem, though. I need to get my hero squad here to kill off the Karen Wraiths, I think. Yeah, you can sign up on Total Tavern. Thank you very much, Obese Chicken. Oh, Nelly.
Formation march! Outriders!
I've been gone for a while. Does France still have the Sword of Cain? He might be losing it here. He might be losing it here. I'm not going to call it yet, but the susness is looking pretty strong. Susness is looking a little bit strong, but it's not over till it's over, as always. I don't know what it is about Karen Wraiths. The 55 physical resist doesn't imply that they'd be this good against grenade launchers. I think it's the low entity count. So the splash damage is just hitting fewer entities. And I guess their speed too. Their speed makes it really hard for me to land shots on them without having to retreat right away. Alright, here we go. Outriders. Really good volley. This is going to be a little bit sus. This is going to be a lot sus, actually. But if I can kill these guys without France taking too much damage, we in the clear. Come on, grenade launchers. Man, they're fast. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the other infantry aren't that bad. So, like, if the grenade launchers, you know, I'm willing to spend a little bit of grenade launcher ammo to kill the Karen Wraiths. Given that we do have quite a bit of HP. Or quite a bit of ammo, right? My bad. Terror routing. They better not terror out off the map. Okay, nice. Oh, crap. There go my Reichsguard. Reichsguard is super dead now. Alright, alright. I accidentally just killed all my Reichsguard. Well, that is a shame. That is a big old shame if I ever seen one. There we go. You can see the AI. You can see them targeting France. You can see them hard targeting France with the Karen Wraiths. I think with the heroes here, though, it's just enough distraction. Plus, we have the debuffs on them, right? Where I think France can kill them without taking too much damage here. Yeah, okay, okay. They're getting annihilated. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, and we kept the knights. We kept the knights alive. That's a big plus. Okay, sick. Next up, they're ranged. So the range is a weird situation. I think if I can get the Empire Captain on their handguns, though, then we should be good. It's not looking great when I looked in 20 minutes ago, and it's still not looking great now. Yeah. I think we might win this, though. I can scrap this by. I can scrap this by. It's like Franz distracts the crossbowmen. The captain distracts the handgunners, right? The grenade launchers actually kill them. You know? A little bit of a volley over here. With that grenade launcher volley, just delete them, wipe them off the map. And then it's just Vlad after that. And a million zombies, but like other than that, you know, just Vlad. Here we go, so they routed off. Sick. And then we kill off the handgunners over there. Wagon charge down the hill. I'll worry about the wagons in a bit. Let's see here. Nice. Look at that. Solid volley. Beautiful volley. All right. That is exactly what we needed. Okay. Sick. So that is basically, that's basically those guys dead. Sick. So now I can pick off the scraps, right? Like, you know, like the random skelly spears over there. And then it's just, and then it's just Vlad. And then it's just Vlad. And Vlad's pretty chill. Oh, those aren't skelly spears. Those are storm vermin. That explains things. Okay. And then it's like one crypt horror unit, Vlad, and a bunch of infantry. Pretty chill, all things considered. There we go. There's a solid volley, and the grenade launcher ammo is still good. What the? This guy still has fire at will? Oh my gosh, we've been wasting ammo. We've been wasting our anti-Vlad ammo. Shouldn't you be able to knock Vlad around with the wagon? Yes, I can knock Vlad around with the wagon, but that doesn't, it does so little damage, and he can sometimes trade when I do that.
Taking position! For friends!
Okay, so that's, the Morngul's down. Alright, pretty sick.
Outriders!
There we go. Solid volley, okay. Nice. So they won't be healing because they don't have regeneration, so they're basically dead now. Alright, sick. Does Franz have the Sword of Cain? Okay, he doesn't. Vlad, Vlad might enjoy the amusement park ride. Okay, nice. There we go. We beat up these guys. I'm just gonna do the easy part first and get the majority of the value on these grenade launchers. And then we worry about the rest of the battle. Because this sort of saves me from accidentally getting army lost. You know, just killing off all the very high value grave guard. You know, I have the ammunition for it, might as well, right? And then it's just the Vlad. I have decent faith here. I feel like, you know, with the mix of my grenade launcher ammunition, the fact that that we have the war wagons with decent ammunition, right? I feel like we might be able to shut down Vlad. Okay, crypt horrors I need to micro a bit more because they do have regeneration. So the moment I start target firing them, I want to make sure that I'm actually killing them before that regeneration goes wild. And then after that we get. Ooh, I might be able to swoop the grave guard. Nah, that's not gonna work out. The AI is really good at targeting your lord when you go in for the swoop. So I'm just gonna be very careful there. I think that would just be unnecessary Franz damage. Solid volley. I want to keep these guys at good health. I want to keep them in good health because we will need them for killing Vlad. Vlad is just gonna be endless cycle charging, so very important. Very important that we're healthy here. Nice, crypt horrors are going down. Looks like ammunition is still healthy. So we beat up these guys, right? Maybe I use a sacrificial outrider and Franz to kill him. I think that's what we do. Okay, I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna bring in Franz to kill these crypt horrors. Just because I think the burst damage will save me more grenade launcher ammo. And that might make the fighting of Vlad easier. Plus, Franz is attacking their corner, so they're not assaulting him nearly as much. It just means that we lose a unit of outriders, but that's okay. Yeah, and it looks like Franz is able to take him out without too much issue. Very nice. Very nice. Still at plus 300 HP. Sick. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Oh, he got charged by Graveguard. Okay, he's still at plus HP though. He's still at plus HP. We good. There we go. Just gotta charge the crypt horrors. As long as I have infantry support, they these sort of scraps don't do that much damage to France.
Yes, sir.
Nice, nice. You know, in the worst case scenario, right? We can soul fire and bombardment Vlad to death. Sadly, that wouldn't work though, because he would terror out my warrior priest.
March! Send this out.
Here's how I imagine this going down. You spend the next 20 minutes using skirmish tactics to kill every single unit. And then doesn't matter because Vlad reverse sweeps me.
Take the ground.
I feel like he doesn't reverse sweep me because one of these armies was stuck in the settlement.
Lingering.
So one of them were stuck in the settlement, and if the life wizard lived, here's the big thing: if the jade wizard lived, which he might not have, but in the off chance that the jade wizard lived, we'd be able to replicate this with the next battle against like beat up vampire counts. How close is Vlad to his regen cap? Not close, I believe. Not close. I'm basically banking on him, on me being able to kill him before it triggers. Like, Franz with the Sword of Cain has a decent shot at killing Vlad before then, especially because of the war wagons. Though, I guess the war wagons, the problem with the war wagons is an ammunition problem and a DPS problem. I have a decent number of wagons, but I feel like Vlad might be able to out-heal that damage. It depends, though. The Jade Wizard probably lived. I think it's quite likely, but we can't know for sure. I used the Forbidden Rod on him, and I used an Earthblood. Forbidden Rod doesn't do that much damage, right? I think an Earthblood is enough to offset it. And yeah, and then we just sort of, you know, we start the next battle. We heal cap Franz. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nice and chill. And if Vlad is the one that was inside the settlement, even better. Now, the problem is that I think Vlad one-shots Franz here. I think there's a chance Vlad one-shots Franz, instant battle loss. So I have to be very careful about how I do the swoop and strats with Franz, but outside of that, you know, it's all good. Vlad with Sword of Cain incoming. Please, please no. I very much prefer Vlad with no Sword of Cain. War wagons are a menace though. This is like 9 war wagons. 9 war wagons is pretty beastly, man. You ever see 9 war wagons in multiplayer? It's just like the death of all lords. You can't tank it, man. War wagons are too strong, so I feel like they kill Vlad considering that he's unshielded, you know, no shield. What's he got? Like 20. He's only resisting like 50% of the damage. What a chump. What a chump, man. And then we have a couple grenade launchers remaining to just really give the nail in the coffin. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, there we go. That's the last of my ammunition expenditure on these zombies. As I'm basically, I want to save the rest of my ammo for Vlad. Here we go. All right, we kill the zombies with this. The Sigvald wagon incident. Yeah, Sigvald dies to wagons. It's true. Sigvald legit dies to wagons, so. Okay, they're not crumbling. They're not crumbling. How do I... Oh, jeez, they routed off my warrior priest. Okay, no, I'll just get killed. I'll just charge him. I'll just charge him, it's fine. Franz has perfect vigor. My whole army has perfect vigor. Either that or I've been moving them so little that they've just replenished. Vlad is at 0 vigor. Very good. Right, so Vlad is at, you know, he's bleeding, right? Look at that. All the undead are gone. You know, the zombies are dead. All right. Let us begin, chat. Let us begin. Here we go. So I need to do enough damage such that he does not continue healing. Which means that the burst is real and staying very close is super important here. All right. Gotta stay as close as possible to him. And just start firing. And then the remaining HP, we kill him with army losses, a mix of army losses and Franz being a beast. So far, it seems like the damage is pretty high. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. That's good, that's good. Look at this. Yeah, look at that. Quarter HP already. Okay, yeah, no, we've done it, chat. We've done it. I think we've done it. Is that his heal cap? It might be his heal cap. Oh, dang, he's heal capped. Okay, even better. Doesn't even matter. Yes. Yes, the power of the war wagons, chat. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm never gonna disgrace war wagons ever again. I think the war wagons might have actually just won this battle. If I'm lucky, I don't even have to send them into combat. Oh my gosh. Yes. The wagon Sigvald incident continues into campaign. Look at that. I have like a unit. I have like 3 wagons with ammo left. Sick. Okay, it looks like they don't kill Vlad. It looks like Vlad is gonna barely live here, but maybe he straight up army losses before it becomes an issue. Come on, wagons. I know you got it in ya. Come on. The worst case scenario is Vlad kills Franz and I win the battle and I lose the Sword of Cain. There's a decent chance of that happening, so I do have to worry about that. We'll use up the rest of the ammo. He's heal capped, so it doesn't really matter anymore, right? He's heal capped, so... Alright. 1 wagon left. Okay, we did enough to do 50% of his HP. Yeah, okay. It's alright. It's alright. This is an okay situation. I know it's 1 wagon. I know it's 1 wagon, but this ammo is very important to me. The grenade launchers are doing nothing. Oh man, if I had that 1 last wagon live, if I had babysat my wagons a bit better, we could have, this would have been a cakewalk, but... Yeah, you know, I'll settle for half HP though, that's pretty hype. Half HP? Look at that. He's still at half HP, but he's at, you know, he's at less half HP now. Oh, there goes a grenade launcher. There's the terror out. Don't get too close to terror. And he used up the rest of this ammo. And then maybe I can use the wagon to just fling them around a bit. That's something to think about. That's something to think about, you know? We still have decent... You have a little bit of ammo here too, right? You have a little bit of ammo. Is the captain ITP? No. He ain't ITP, but he has decent enough leadership. He can... I'm gonna swoop with the captain first. And then we'll transition to swooping with Franz as a last resort. Because Franz is unbreakable. Doesn't matter if I get army loss before then.
In the name of the twin-tailed comet, take aim. Fire at will. Outriders.
Okay. These Outriders are really using up the last of their ammunition. Yes! Ha! Yes! We army lost them? Oh my gosh! That was the closest. That was like... We were so close to running out of ammo there. Oh my gosh. Get wrecked, Vlad. Get wrecked. We're too good. We're too good. Yeah, look, he's just sitting there. What a sad duck. What a sad duck. Clutch victory. Yeah, alright. Now, all I need is the Jade Wizard to have lived now. Oh my gosh. Wow. Chad wagons. Yeah, wagons are clutch. Dead rise again. At least one of the armies are gonna die. And I get the settlement. We actually won it. Wow. What a save your own disaster battle that was. Wow. Wowie wow wow. Is he crumbling? Yeah, he's crumbling. Crumbling only does 10 damage a tick though, or 10 to 15 damage though. You can see it right here, crumbling. Or no, 14 to 28, slightly more. But he has resistances, so it's doing less. Sick. Sick. The Jade Wizard even lived. That is the swing play we needed, chat. That is exactly what we needed to win this campaign. I think this puts Vlad down to 1 settlement left. Oh my gosh, make a right face with the 11 months. Dang. Let me get you added as a settlement, McRightface.
At your service.
Sick. Okay, now Vlad does get a bit of Dead Rise again, it's true. But, like, he's too beat up now. He actually didn't get that many Dead Rise again. Franz is gonna heal. Oh my gosh, here, in honor of your 11 months. There you go, McRightface. McRightface settlement. Hey! Tabal 31, welcome to the deckhands. You know what? Everybody gets a settlement. Here, there you go. All the new members. Which is just you two. Alright. Franz is gonna go ahead and get himself some this real quick, some handgunners. That's basically all he needs. And then I think we're basically gonna call it here. I think we call it because I have a tournament to host. We have a tournament to host. Is there a way I can save? How do I save? I need a battle. I need a battle. This is awkward. How does one get to saving? Okay, sick. All right, nice. I can bring this guy. Sick. Will we take Miragliano? Alrighty. Positive income. Yeah, I'll get that fixed later. Alright, so with the game saved, we're gonna call it here because I have a tournament to get ready for. Peace out, guys. And I will be streaming, not tomorrow. But I will be streaming on Friday. Hit the save button. It's on Legendary. We can't. Yeah, I'll be streaming on Friday to continue the destruction of Vlad. We recently took out 3 of his armies. We took out one of his last 3 settlements. And I just have to stabilize this area. I think Drakenhof is in severe risk, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Peace out. And see you guys then. Friday, chat. Remember, Friday. Friday, best time.